Fuck that. Fuck that countdown.
What the hell?
Fuck that whole countdown.
Oh, hello, chat.
Yo, what up? Who we got up in here? We got KC, TF, Jana Banana, Mom's first always. Mom first always.
Why does mine say?
Yo, what up?
Mine says
Ooh, why do I hear myself? Who ain't got headphones on? We got KC, TF, Jana Banana.
Can y'all hear me?
Spicy Squirrel. Yeah, I can hear you, honey.
Why does mine say?
Yo, what up?
Oh, that's what's going on.
It's because you got YouTube or something open, babe.
Yeah, I got it.
Get that shit. Oh, it's like The Price is Right, but we're who get that light first. You get to spin that wheel. First question. Oh, shit. So the reason why we're here is I got an email. I forwarded it off to my squirrels. And it's a nice long list of questions. I know a lot of this shit we already know. We already done been over. We are just rehashing things to get prepared for what I'm going to be doing in my next few lives, which will be pretty much starting from the beginning of things until we can do our stuff behind the scenes and actually tell you guys what we've been doing. We just got to do it safely, securely, and without names or change names, however we could do that.
Got to talk in code.
Yup. That's why I said if we came on tonight talking about it, we would be like code over code over code, and nobody would be paying attention.
Everybody be like, huh?
I get confused in our own freaking privy chats. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, she got me here and here and here. We got like 30 tabs down in the side. We're all sleuthing and doing our shit. Like, shit gets intense over there.
So if it is a question that we can't answer because we would have to talk in codes, we'll just skip it.
Yeah, that always sounds good. So do you want to just start from the beginning of the email?
Sounds like a plan to me.
First off, I want to give a shout out. I'm not going to say the email address, but I got an email. It says, great show today. Here's a little list I made up with everything I could think of. I am sure there is more, but it's a starting point to organize all the problems and issues that exist in this case. Feel free to use your show if you want. You do not have to credit me. Take care. Thank you, Ray. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Ray, because I've read over them, and that was a great list.
Yes, incredible. I love the bullet style, very professionally written. I like the way they broke it down. I love the first thing, how it says Kiely Rodni bullshit detector.
Yes.
And then the way we're going to start it, we're going to break it down. The party, the victim, the fateful drive, the aftermath, the vehicle, the crime scene investigation, the family, which we might have to watch things there, the conclusion, the autopsy report and investigation, toxicology issues, toxicology results, and law enforcement.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this might be a 2-part show because I don't know this. I mean, this might run on.
2. I mean, just the first part, we're probably going to take tonight, the party.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe once this live ends, depending on how much we got through of this, I'll name it that.
Yeah, that works.
So the first question, I'm going to let you guys go ahead and answer it, is the party. Where was the exact location of the party? I think we all know, but for those who are confused on where the actual party took place, take it away, squirrels.
The sanctuary, which is an area, a private area, that's not in Prosser Family Campground, but it's like a private area that the locals have used for years. At least we know some of the party was there. What about you guys? Because weren't there other little areas?
So at first everybody thought it was this open area right here, but it turns out this little road that goes back in this little cut here, they had this party within this like tree line, like clear back into here, but in here. This is the main area. And then if you actually zoom in on here, you'll see where they have rocks lining this whole area where they park. You can see where they're all doing their donuts and everything like that. But yeah, the sanctuary is right in this area here. All through here.
Someone said Boca. I mean, there were parties going on at Boca that we know of, but for the party in question, sanctuary.
Yeah. So as far as we know, Boca is a rumor. there's no proof that anything with this group of people happened at Boca.
Right.
Does
So we're
that
gonna
mean
do
that nothing happened at Boca? Nope.
Yeah,
We
we
know
don't
that
know.
AWP had intel telling them that there were multiple parties around the area, but the party where Kylie allegedly disappeared from was at Prosser, near Prosser Reservoir.
So we know also that some of the party goers moved to the area down by the reservoir.
Yeah, close to where her car was found.
Ding, 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 ding. You both get nuts.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking terrible.
Have you been waiting a while to do that?
Yeah, I was giggling over here. I was gonna say you both get these nuts, but
well,
it's probably that's
reason-
probably not acceptable.
I mean, you have it set for over 18, so.
Yep. Always.
I'm gonna read the next question so that you can get some nuts.
All right. We like them nuts. Not really.
All right. Well, does anybody in chat want to say? I mean, do y'all know anything different about an exact location? Like, any thoughts?
I mean, I'll move my mouse around if y'all want to say it's not this area here. You guys think it was over here? Because I don't. I definitely don't think. I think the reason why they do it in this little cut here is because when you go camping, you're going to camp out in the center of the trees so that you have that privacy screen.
Yeah, and they've been there. I have pictures where they have a sign that says the sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
So
and it would make sense with the two connecting roads as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes I zoom in here, I'm like, look, I gotta find this fucking fire pit.
Hey, Jana Banana.
Yo, is that it right there? Because yeah, it is.
Might just stay out of it.
Yeah, I think that is it.
This is the fire pit right here because here's the road. There's the other road, well, down here. There's why look, they have it blocked off there with rocks. When was this from? It doesn't even say. Thanks, Google Earth. Thanks for doing your job, guy. But yeah, I think they had like the picture that I don't think is from this party with the banner and the prices of things, flash your boobies for whatever, tickets, shit's free or whatever the hell nonsense they do there. I mean, this is the sanctuary. But I think this is the area where they were like partying. But I definitely think fires were down in through here in the little open sanctuary part of the brush. Because that's the only place that I could see would be invisible. Is that a person in there? No, that's the fire pit.
The Montfort says, on Sammy's map that had stay out of the big section at Boca. And they also asked, where does Kate live? Do we know where Kate lives? That's a good question.
Yo. Hold on.
You get it.
What'd you find?
Get
I
it.
don't know, but I'm going to find something. Hold on.
Feisty squirrel's on a mission. Let her do it. While she does that, I'm asking you guys, what do y'all prefer? Feet, yards, or what for measurement for my next thingy? Y'all want
I thought she was
feet away?
When you said y'all prefer feet, I thought you was going to talk about some OnlyFans again.
Oh, girl.
Somewhere near a stage with crepe playing.
I'm just going to go ahead.
She's 18, right?
I'm going to do 2 different measurements for this next question. Y'all can go ahead and...
Somebody said that's the wrong spot.
What?
I don't know.
No, it's not. Here's Prosser.
Guy McFarland.
No, it's right. It's this area right here. This is the area we're looking at right here. Do we all agree?
The road.
You're not. Let me emphasize this. We are not map experts.
Okay, so when they first released it, they were saying the party was in this area. And then they retracted after talking to Sami and talking to Zitface and talking to 999. Like, they finally come up with the conclusion the party was not here. Her last phone ping is where this little crosshair is. That is where her last phone ping was. The party took place over here, and then they later moved down to this waterfront area down here, which will...
Yep, because there was a fire. There was evidence of a fire right there near the water.
And while we're here, Daisy, that picture that we've been looking at, this is where I think that picture was taken from.
Oh, okay.
Because, it's either like here or on the edge here somewhere, because I can kind of see like like
That
it's
makes so much sense because I
the
was thinking
stacked
across the
rocks,
wall.
and then like in that picture, remember how I said you can see like the edge of the water? I think it was a little bit fuller in this little area right here. And all those headlights that we saw across the way, I think they're over in here doing the donuts and doing the crazy bullshit, which we'll bring that image up in a later show.
Yeah.
But as far as measurement, okay, go ahead. Go ahead and ask the next question. Well, there's 2 questions in one. 2 for 1.
Well, real quick.
Okay.
Kate. Does anybody know her age?
Who?
Kate.
Kate was 17, I do believe, is what they said she was. 17, 18.
Yeah, because they said
she was still a minor, is what they were saying, and I think that's why.
Well, then I can't tell y'all where she's from then.
Oh, that's right, because yep. But you can look up her parents.
So we don't know who her parents are.
Oh no,
we really don't know much about Kate, guys. That's a good point though, because we're gonna look into that.
Yes.
Okay, so how close to the lake was the party? Could you see and hear the lake from the party? So that's pretty much kind of what we just talked about. I mean, I don't know if you could hear a car going in if they had music and everything else going on, but again, we don't really know how her car got in there, so.
Well, so okay, here's the thing with the car and the sound. Okay, you think about it. This is when you're in the woods, you go camping. Every little noise, even somebody stepping on a twig, echoes.
Right. But they had music.
Somebody, oh, we lost her. She'll be back.
Yeah. I know.
Everybody within a certain radius would have heard that car go in that water. They would have heard her yell if she was conscious.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think there was multiple witnesses, but you know.
Yep.
What happened? Let me check on Squirrel on Fire.
She is a PC on fire right now, y'all.
But maybe that was Mags. I don't know who lived a few houses from Sami.
There was a name, but that was from when they were younger. So, and again, hearsay.
If she was conscious, she could have blasted her horn. Yeah.
Mags lives a few houses from Sami. I've heard otherwise. I heard that Kiely and Mags grew up down the road from each other.
The Rockaways, yeah, that's what we were saying. There was a party, a smaller party going on closer to the area where they pulled Kiely's car from.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, are we here? I'm floating through walls. Hello, Lisa.
Monkey Moore found ages out ago. Alicia, I would like to know.
Removed. Thank you.
Welcome back.
So
already, we didn't even make it to question 2, and I'm already why me, man? I'm just a squirrel on fire, bro.
Well, question 2 kind of goes with question 1, so
mm-hmm.
Went through it.
Okay.
Well, because it was like how close.
It's like right there, literally. I'll measure it real quick. I'm going to close this because it might be what's hurting a little bit. But from the point of sanctuary, where I said a little opening where the party area was, to just the water is 2,000 feet. And then if you want to do to where Kiely's car was found, you are looking at, if it'll let me be nice, 4,000 feet from the sanctuary. And then we have a measurement from her last ping from where she was located is 3,551 feet. There's your answer to that question. I'm going to go ahead and close that.
Yeah, and AWP says it in their
Yeah,
video
they do.
too.
And they tell you exact, precise measurements from shore, all that. But Juan knew that before them, so that's pretty magical right there. I should go have him read my fortune, do my tarot.
I would not want him to tell me my fortune.
Right? Die in Truckee. They gonna drag us there and set us on fire.
Icy Square, you get question number 3.
Yes, while I log in.
Me? Okay.
At least ask it.
Oh God, that's a tough one. Well, I mean, you would be the one to answer that, though.
Okay. I gotta get back over here to that. Oh, you got. Oh no. Yeah, you gotta read it to me because I don't have it pulled up.
You read it. I'm logging in right now, honey.
How many cars do we see on the fire cam drive into the party?
Not enough to hold 300 people.
Ding, 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 ding. Right? She gets a nut.
There you go. Yeah, I think we all know that.
That's the only answer I'm going to give because
now in a later video, we're gonna go through. I just got to get my computer handled while I'm doing what we're doing in the backdrop. The backdrop is taking a lot of time because we fall in one rabbit hole and fall in another, and before we know it, it looks like you got some like underground mud wasp homing going. So it's like an anthill. Like we're in an ant hive right now, but we squirrels.
Yeah, we squirrels.
We always come back to the right nut, though.
Yes, we do.
The party seems pretty small in reality, right? Could that group by the lakeshore be the real party?
I mean,
well,
plus a little few more. There was a party, and then there was a party.
Yep.
A party with inside of a party.
Yes.
But either way, the party did not hold as many people as they claim
no,
there.
No. Even with the parking, if they even parked and lined out there, you would fill that with vehicles. But the area of the sanctuary itself is not going to hold that many people without making a fireball of light on the cams that we see. I'll put it that way. If you have 400 people there, and you know how kids play on their phones, they're going to have you telling me 300 people, 100 people powwowed around that one fire?
Heck no.
To keep warm in that chill of a night? Doubtful.
I think it was just a small annual local party that they always had.
And my estimation is that a normal kids party, little graduation, I'd say 20 to 50 people.
Yep.
So are we moving on to question 4?
Sure, I think that's probably the best thing to do on that.
Was there a smaller party or a breakaway group closer to the lake? Okay, so our estimates and our speculation, we're going to say at the party, we'll say 40 to 50 people. Then that party broke. You see the mass exodus, and you see about 20 to 30 vehicles leave. They're leaving approximately 10, maybe 20 people that partook in the lakeside fire. Do you girls agree? Do I get my nut?
You get a nut. Ding, ding,
yeah.
ding.
If you don't quit, stop. If you go back to that question that you clicked off of so that I can read it.
You gotta tell me what it said.
The one right before the Rockaways comment. I was halfway through reading it and it disappeared.
Yes. The Rockaways, to answer your question, so they created a scary narrative of a much bigger party. Yes, they do that, and it's called a distraction. You have to take a distraction of, are there 400 people? Let's go find 400 people. And then that takes a month of a time to figure out, holy shit, this party really wasn't that many people. And then you have to break it down to the people protecting that inner circle, down to 40 to 50 people. And then you have to break that party down because of the mass exodus. And then you have the list of people that were left there after the explosion and all that happened. Well, I'll backtrack it because they make the explosion afterwards. But they leave that party. They go start their party down by the lake. They burn that for approximately 1 to 2 hours. I would say anywhere between 12:30 and 2:22 a.m., where you can see headlamps. You can see a lot of things going on in that water. Fire's still burning. Fire goes out. Then they all go back to the sanctuary where they partied until about 3:59 a.m. And then boom, fire's out after an explosion. I have the time for the explosion. I think it's like 3:34 a.m. or something like that. I could be wrong.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Michelle, were you talking about this comment that I have up
Yeah.
here?
So
Okay.
I wanted to address this comment.
Okay.
So JAS, the problem with
Explosion is at 3:59. I answered it. Okay, go.
The problem with that video on another channel is that we have no proof that is Sami.
No.
Other than the little
No.
girl's name is Sami. But we're also talking about 10 and 14 years ago. And people have come forward and said that that is not even in Truckee. So
yeah.
I think people of the 5 super kids or whatever that other name was have come forward and Tinder in the house.
Mom first always. My gut is telling me that after baking with Kate, that creme brulee, Miss Kiely spent time at Boca. Something might have happened there, and she was taken to Placer, or you're talking about Prosser. Just a thought. I think a lot of traveling happened within a 2-week time frame. That's all I can say on that.
And there were
a
multiple
lot of
adults.
movement, a lot of panic, a lot of story creation. Got to get the narrative out there. Got to get us distracted, just like they're distracting us with, I honestly think, the new, younger videos of Sami. Are those her YouTubes? I don't care. At this point, I don't care. There's so much more to the story that we need to be focused on. Let everybody else go after that little breadcrumb of nonsense. It means nothing to this case. You know what I mean? Whether it is or isn't her, what the fuck do we care between 10 and 14 years old? The fact that it's her, okay, I don't care if it is or isn't her. I've looked at it. Me and the girls have looked at it. We had our giggles. There's nothing there to stay focused on. Nothing whatsoever.
Not in my opinion.
No, there's nothing to Kiely. No, this isn't about, you know what I mean? I want this to stay about Kiely and what happened to Kiely. I don't give a fuck about Sami.
If it comes out that she is not 18, you guys will hear it from us.
Yes.
We will say, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was wrong.
It is definitely something we have been searching daily on, and we don't have a fact. We don't have any receipts. We have nothing to show you to state. Everything we've searched, Michelle has been, she's incredible with her background checks. And we can't, there's nothing there. There's nothing for us to give you guys. And I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to,
People of the, hold on.
Somebody said that Sami's family lived in the New England area.
So because there's a Pennsylvania listing, but we can only go on, the places that they've bobbed around at.
And the rest of Sami's family has
they're all over.
Always lived
Montana, right?
Well, all in California and Montana,
and the one in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Which I gotta find that address. I want to see how close it is to me.
Nobody can get yearbooks.
Yes, Jenna Banana, Justice for Kiely. There is one thing I wanted to do because, this is about Kiely. If you guys want to put yourself in her shoes to kind of get the feel of her mood and how she had been feeling throughout, the past couple of years of her life, she does have a Spotify. My channel is not monetized. I am not here to get money off this little girl's death. I don't have anything to where you guys can donate to me. I don't want your money. If you want to put your money to something, go over to Casey's channel. It is Living Lake Time. Living Lake is one word. Time is the second word. Go buy a sweater, a sweatshirt, or a t-shirt off of him that says boycott Truckee, please.
There you go. Yep. Mine's on the way. Should be here.
I can't wait to see you in it, girl.
So, Crime Watch with Kenny. Do you think Nate C was involved with the 3 guys at the teen meet? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
What 3 guys at the teen meet?
I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to her Spotify.
It's Philip and Ross and
Okay.
Ethan or Evan or somebody.
The 3 amigos.
So my opinion on Nate C being involved is that Nate C, we know, was involved in a 15-year-old's death by providing her with a laced Percocet that was laced with fentanyl. She overdosed and died. And so he's being convicted of several charges with that. He was arrested just in time that if this would have come out, this is my opinion. Make sure that I'm being quoted as this is my opinion. I don't think he had anything to do with this. I think that he would have been the perfect fall guy.
That's what I think too. They would have tried to pin it on him. This one's a good one because Shanda was talking about this today, kind of, sort of, on the screen. Have you guys looked into the actual land? The Indian reservations around there, they hold a lot of valuable minerals and precious metals.
They do. Yes, they do.
We have looked into to the Indian reservations and the tribe that would be connected. Well, not connected. That Sami's family would be connected to.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Purely opinion and speculation on what we think is going on here.
And we're going to say SS.
Yeah. And from
where's that question?
genealogy,
which one are you looking for?
The question you just asked, or is that in the chat? Whew.
It was.
Okay,
it was in the chat.
Okay, all right. I was confused. I was like, what? Did I send the wrong email?
So when we say that we have looked into it, like we're even into the genealogy part of it.
We are in genealogy, locations of members, their artistic skills, and the genealogy that links that to that. We're digging. We're digging hard.
Yes, we are. So this
and
one...
they don't like it, and that's okay. I'm here to make you angry until you admit something. Hope you crack at the seams.
Don't you think that if they failed to arrest him and he went on to unalive Kiely, that would be ample cause for such a huge cover-up? Yes. Not if there's something bigger going on, and that's all.
It would, but the thing of it is, with the case that it is now, all we could do is take, and we want to make sure that we have solid fact. But the fact of what we know behind the scenes, that this is much deeper, darker, and sinister than what it seems. Kiely Rodni is just a part. She is what exposed this. I'll just put it that way.
I'm going to check it right now, Kristen. This is why I like having a panel, because I can...
Yes, absolutely. I function better.
I can go off on over here and...
Yep. We're going to move on to more questions in the chat room, or what? Are we answering questions?
Yeah, I was seeing if they had any more, but they don't. So we can read the other one. Were there cars doing donuts or stunts near the lake? I mean, we assume so. It looked like it. Yeah. In some of the
in the picture that you and I have, that is a cross over at the family campground. In the picture that we'll show eventually, I'm just trying to bring the darkness of the image out. I'm trying to mess with the highs, lows, and mids in the lighting. When I mess with images, I want you guys to know that the only thing that I ever touch on my audio, my audio, get the hell out of here. These squirrels, slap them, throw them a fucking stick, throw them a nut. Tell them, come on, let's go.
I'm taking the nut back.
The only thing I ever mess with any of my video or photography is the luminance. And you can go and Google that. Luminance, all you are messing with is the low range light, the mid range light, and the high range light, which is high brights and then your low lights. All I'm trying to do is bring those low lights forward without creating a lot of grain. We don't want grain.
Hey.
But from what we see on aerial photography, the hot air balloon ride, all of those things is indication that they're always busting donuts out there. Like, not just, random groups of kids. They go out with their dirt bikes, they go out with their cars, they get their cars stuck in the mud and in the water. Like, it's something they do. Like, this whole town is very sports like in like automotive things. So that's why you hear about them riding bicycles, mini bikes, little pedal kid bikes.
They're always
because like this is the type of stuff that they do. This is fun for them, and that's cool. I mean, I would be down for that type of shit. I just ain't down for being the next one.
Nope.
You know?
I can't see how it was ruled an accident. Look at all the things that was never looked at. Why not come out and prove us all wrong by showing evidence it was an actual accident? That
is what J. Rod was trying to say yesterday.
Yep.
Is that with the information that was brought forward, it's eventually going to be pushed to the point where they have to prove to the Fed and to anybody investigating them that this was an accident. Like, everybody is aware that it's a botched report. Everybody is aware that there's some crookedness going on within the list of names that are on that coroner's report that seem a little fishy, you know?
Yep. Squirrels on panel.
So
what up, squirrel girl?
I got a
if y'all haven't subscribed to her, get your asses over there and subscribe now. Or I'm gonna send you to Truckee.
Kate,
get on it. Squirrel girl, drop your link to your channel down in chat.
What? Please. Did you see God's Chosen One's comment?
Not pull it up.
Okay. So
see what I'm telling you. God's Chosen One. Like, I've been watching the stuff that this person's been saying, they've been saying in chat, and it resonates with a lot of the mentality that we're at, girls. Like,
I'm about to
I be watching the shit he's saying, and I don't normally like pull it up on screen. You know what I mean? And I like the way that this person's writing things, but yeah, like, weird shit's happening if you know a lot of information. That's why we got to protect each other. We got to check up on each other. We got to keep in contact. Like, God's Chosen One, if you want to hit me up. I don't know if you have me added or any of the girls added on Twitter. Do that. Just check in daily. If we don't have shows, just please check in daily with us. Let us know that you're good.
Yes, please, because I'd be worrying about some of our.
Yeah, but I've been watching a lot of the stuff God's Chosen One has been saying in the chat room, and I've touched base a few times with a couple things, and I didn't respond out loud. I typed in chat, but a lot of you people, I gotta commend you. You guys are on the right path. You're looking in the right fucking directions. A lot of crooked, corrupt shit is happening, and it's beyond Kiely Rodni. I want to focus on her. And I want people to know that once we get to the point that this is going, like this girl took one for the team, Kiely Rodni, to be a voice, to set something out there that everybody was like, haha, you know what I mean? Like SS 999, all these motherfuckers did something, and then what made them panic is the shit that they're doing behind what they did that makes it even more fucked up.
So I just typed in the chat.
Yep.
My squirrel that dropped a hint.
Yeah, I'll put it back up.
I can confirm that Kate is from Truckee. Mm-hmm. And I can also confirm that her dad is not a sheriff.
Good. Okay, good.
I mean, there was speculation that they own property right near Prosser, but I can't say that. That's speculation. You know what I mean? Like, I'll throw that out there. If anybody wants to go peep up on that, you find any information, you come with some receipts, we'll shout you out. You know, we'll give you full cred.
I can do that right now.
That's what I'm trying to get people to do as a collective, is if I throw bones out there and you guys think I'm nuts, prove me wrong.
Yes, please do.
But if you have solid information, and I have lovely, lovely, lovely people coming into my inbox, I wish I could shout them out, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I should ask them if I'm allowed to announce their name. Privacy is super important to me. That is why I'm trying to go at this case the way that I am. But in another sense, I'm going to excise my rights of freedom of speech when I know something corrupt. A child has lost her life. This town has been
thinking about it.
decades, and there's a documentary that already exists about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The FBI is fully aware. Don't think that they don't go to these rooms and listen in on see what tips they can get from us. And then when people call in and they're like, yeah, we already know that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
they're on it.
They're pulling all the information off my computer, off of Daisy's, off of anybody that is invested in this case. All I can say is stay safe, but stay diligent. If you feel you are in trouble, back off for a day. Check in on your people. Continue about your life, recollect yourself, take a you day. Health is important. Mental health is important. Drink your fucking water. Because I don't.
And your Jesus juice.
Yep.
Hey, I'm going to bring my dogs out, so just watch the comments, okay?
All right, I got you.
Yep. So what I can confirm.
Yeah, it's horrendous. It's horrendous. Yes, it is. It is. It is.
What I can confirm with that about their property being close to
Crime Watch, get you a VPN, and if you don't, get you an extension. There are free ones that will at least protect your identity. I mean, I'm sure they've already got that, but it'll protect you from them keep accessing. Once you lock that IP address out, they cannot re-enter. Plus, you'll get the extra protection of pinging your location. Try the Netherlands. What's that, honey? Where we got?
I can confirm that property that they own could possibly be seen by Otter
I gotta
Hills.
pop that off because it's got a name in it, but I see you. I see you. I'll be watching Mark too. Mark's very educated. I see a lot of these people in this chat, and sometimes there's a lot of things like I want to pull up on screen, but at this point where we're at, and you got so many people saying the case is closed. If you do this, I'll dox you. Like all the crazy shit people are trying to do to scare you, to shut you up. You know, don't. If they're coming at you, come standing, come announcing. The only way we're going to do this is collectively. You guys got to understand that. And I appreciate every one of you guys that come into this chat room, my panel, my subscribers, like all you people that come back and watch my videos. I could monetize off this, but I'm not. I'm holding that. I don't want to do it with the Kiely Rodni case. I don't.
So how do I figure out the distance between two places on Google Maps?
Okay, it's not Google Maps. You want to go to earth.google.com.
What?
Earth what? Yes, earth.google.com. And that'll bring up Google Earth. With Google Earth, it's a better satellite quality. You can do measurements. You can put markers on there and save them in a document. I mainly focus on like spreadsheet and stuff like that because of the information that I collect. But I think we should start an Earth and link everybody to access that so we could start making some pointers on maps and locations of things and peoples, and I can start that if you want, but yeah, just go to your google.earth.com. Go to the left-hand side, very bottom, you'll see a ruler. I'm trying to picture this. Like I have a really good photographic memory. It should be the bottom thingy on the left, a little ruler. Click on that. Click on
the address again.
And click on enter. Amen to that.
Okay.
Oh wait, I gotta pull that one up. That one, no, we gotta get that one up there.
We're zooming in.
Plus that.
Whoa, we're really zoomed in here. Just because I can't pull this up for you guys because it would
Everything
dox
is
it.
connected. Everything. We are all connected. Everything brought us here at this moment. And for that, I'm blessed. I'm glad that I'm able to be a voice, like
Okay.
soft ass.
So no, this
No
is
what?
not close to Prosser. It's not
Mm-mm.
close enough to Prosser to even claim.
They live out in the Ritz, huh? They live out in the Ritz.
No, I mean, like, you could possibly, or not, you would, if the camera was in the correct position,
Lisa, drop me an email.
you could
And we
possibly
could set it up so we can all do pins if you would like, because you seem like you want to drop some pins.
I'm back, you guys. Did y'all see the comment about? This one.
Pull it up whenever you want. Indeed, that's facts.
Yeah.
When I say 20 to 50 people, I mean at that area, at the sanctuary, around. If you want to include all of Prosser, okay, there you got your 300 to 400 people. Yeah, that's where they're pulling that shit out of. They're including all the lights that they see out in the distance, across the lake, over the left, across the creek. Like, they're counting 300 to 400 people at Prosser that night. At their party, 20 to 50. At their after party celebration, maybe 20. You feel our numbers? You think our numbers are pretty?
Okay, so we are already
accusationally, whatever you want to call it. That's our opinion. That's my opinion on it. You know what I mean? I'm not no mathematician. I don't have no doctorate. I'm just a mom from Pennsylvania that knows a lot of things about a lot of shit.
It's all speculation and what we see.
Yep. I'm speculating I spy with my own eyes. Ooh, we're going to have an I spy. But I'm going to write that down. I'm going to forget that. My squirrels are going to run off with that on fire. We'll have an I spy night. We do I spies all the time. I fucking love that shit, dude.
So I think that
be all up in the music videos.
Kate lives further away from Prosser than Kate lives further away from Prosser than Kiely did.
She live out in the cut. She lives in a Ritz. That's what I'm saying. Like, they got enough money that they're gated. Honey, they're gated, aren't they? They gotta be. They're gated.
I don't think they're gated, actually.
Oh, I'm surprised. They should be. Should probably put a fence up too. 6 foot privy. Might want some guard dogs and shit. You're gonna get scared.
So
I ain't coming. I ain't never going to Truckee. Not fucking ever. I don't advise anybody. Stay the fuck out of Truckee. If you can, boycott that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Or they come after you. You don't know if you're the next one in Truckee, man. You don't. You fuck up. You step out of line. You step off track of that Truckee way, man. They don't get you. I see why these motherfuckers come up in here with initials. Or they change your name every day, all day long, and talk in circles, you know? Like, I get it. I see what these people are going through. And, like, I can sympathize and empathize with this. Like, I see it. I see you guys. Like, I'm scared for people. You know what I mean? Tell me you're not.
Hell yeah.
And they can do this shit to a 16-year-old girl?
And then just make it go away. And then after that documentary?
Nah. And you're just adding a name. Like, that's no. She's not going to just be another name on a list.
They have several people in here saying that what if Kiely actually went home and then it happened after?
It doesn't matter. Either which way you look at this, like, because of Kylie Rodni, they doing some corrupt ass shit, making money off the death of people.
Yep.
People. Human beings. Human lives. And they're calling them bums and druggies. And, a girl that just drove herself from the fucking hatch of her car with 9 feet arms and goddamn legs into a fucking lake bed. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Feed me some nonsense. Give me all these distractions. Y'all people, I'm glad y'all woke. You know what I mean? Like, and then they throw people at you. It's a conspiracy theory. Yes, a conspiracy theory is good. You should conspire and think for yourself. Exactly. Be a fucking free thinker, man.
It's a good thing this world does have conspiracy.
Yes, that's why I am proud to
21
be
all
an
day.
American, because we have those rights. Like, we have those rights. I'll give it, like, America's shitty in the stuff that people do, but as far as our founding fathers, man, our law enforcement, man, shit is really kept up. But you have bad apples. You know, you have bad apples in this world. And all I want to see is justice brought to people that shouldn't have been done off at no 16 years old. For what?
Their whole life ahead of her.
Make these motherfuckers be accountable. I don't care who it is. You know? I don't care if it's your mommy, her pappy, her auntie,
Right.
you know, an alien from fucking Mars. If you done did it, clink, clink. Deal with it, you know? Face it. Money can't wipe this shit away. For how many more years is going to happen to this town? And money just wipes it away while they get the profit off these people dying. If y'all don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. Go outside, touch the earth, hug your kids, look at your kids in the face, and ask yourself, if that was my kid in the bottom of a fucking reservoir, would I be angry about it? Would I be sad about it? Would I be doing something about it? Would I be getting louder about it? Get fucking loud, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't care where your mouthpiece is. If it's not here verbally, get on Twitter. Put that shit on Facebook. Make people so sick of fucking hearing about it that they do something about this shit.
Something for real.
You know? Like, I'm tired of this shit. I am tired of this shit that goes on in this country. And because of money, we can just make it what?
Yeah. Like her life was just expendable
For
to them.
profit, politicians, law enforcement, we don't know, but we need to find out. Why did Kiely Rodni die? Why? Somebody please fucking tell me why. Because that report says fucking otherwise. And anybody who wants to come and threaten me over that, fucking come on. I ain't bringing you on my show because you don't deserve that bullshit. But you want to come hack me, you want to come do petty ass shit, let's go. I'm just going to get louder and keep finding more people to get louder with. The last thing they want is people to come there and protest their shit.
This is how we're protesting.
You know, they should be scared to know something. Scared enough to say something. We have witness protection for a reason. You know, y'all are so brainwashed that, like, this little girl lost her life and you guys are finding it acceptable to be like, rip and then move the fuck on like some fucked up shit didn't just happen in your town to your daughter.
You get all the nuts. You took all of them.
Taking all them nuts.
I know.
Let's move on to some questions. This is why I'm here. This is why you girls are here. This is why this crowd is here.
This one right here is the video I watched. I'm almost positive there was another guy in that car. It freaked me out. What do you think? What car are they talking about?
If you're talking about the underwater footage, I want to put this to rest. Rest. Okay. If y'all are talking about this underwater footage, the only person in that car was Kiely Rodni and Kiely Rodni alone. There weren't no other man. There were no other people that passed away with her. Okay. There was no baby. There was no none of that. Y'all are losing your minds. Okay. Focus on what is presented in front of you. AWP passed the torch, y'all.
Yep.
You know,
thank God they did.
As much as people fucking hate Upchurch, y'all should be thankful that man shed some fucking light on it. That people
go back and watch his videos.
Take time are shedding light on it.
Yeah, go back and watch his videos and pay attention. And this comment up here is you're like right on it.
And this is the thing. It's like, you guys, we have that proof, but if we bring that proof out, we in trouble. Like, we can't do it. We cannot risk that lawsuit. We, as these small people, all we can do is take that information and build on it and then pass it to, we have to go to the general, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have to go above and beyond this, but we have to be like, I know the FBI is watching. I know there's good law enforcement watching, but y'all don't realize how much money just was made off of this one. And then you got to think about all the past ones. And that this has been going on for what? 60. So that's like, wow, dude, that's like over 50 years.
Mary Thomas, no, I think you were meaning to put can't trust AWP. No, we were saying we can.
We can 100% without a doubt.
Yeah, trust AWP.
You guys have to look at this as a whole. They even put their own distraction right there for us to see it. Okay. And we all ran off. There are some truths in it, but it was also a distraction. Y'all have to understand the distractions that were put in front of us. I'm glad we as a collective ripped them the fuck apart because I love shredding shit and finding the bits of truth in it. But that's the thing it is, that they throw that distraction out there. And in that distraction of 3 hours or an hour or whatever, in that 100% of truth that you might think is there, or that 100% of falsifies there, you know, there's only like 1% of truth in there, maybe 2% of truth. And you gotta, it's all there. It's all there. It's all there.
Okay, so let me jump in here real quick.
Yep, get it.
With the AWP thing, they can't go but so far, you guys. They're kind of stuck like Chuck, like the rest of us. Anything that they say
can and will be used against you in a court of law. That's called a subpoena.
They have. I fully believe that they know more than what they can put out.
Because until I get like a GoFundMe
they
for
put it out,
defense,
they had more. When they put it out that they had more, they put themselves in a situation where now they have to shut up.
What does that Justice A to Z always says it? She always says this quote in the morning in her show. She's always just like crime shit. Like, you cannot make this shit up. Like, it's so far-fetched, but it's real. And it's crazy how real.
And this is so true. You have to find someone in power that cares, because corruption is all over California.
It's everywhere in this United States. It's all over this globe. But all we can start is with one. And my one, and until the end, is Kiely Rodni. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't shutting the fuck up. Gag me. Better have a ball and a fucking leather strap.
I think we put too much trust in AWP. No,
I mean, they're not. Nobody's perfect.
Right. They did what they were over there to do. Like, that is what they do.
AWP did what AWP said they were going to do. They said they were going to go in and find this little girl. They did what law enforcement failed to do this girl. They did their job. Do you see what they're doing now? They just came to Pittsburgh, my home area right now, and took 100 cars out of our riverbeds. They're finding closure to cold cases. They got work to do. I commend them, you know, like for real. Fucking AWP's the shit, man. And in that video, because they knew they either were going to sign an NDA or had already signed an NDA, and then they were going to be placed under gag order. That's just how it goes. They don't want you to say shit.
And keep in mind that they did the only
they
time
put hints in their fucking video, and you all are like, nope. Nope.
And keep in mind that they said they were only going to release the footage they had if the investigation went
the direction that law enforcement was going to go with it, and they did not.
So we have to respect that, you know, like, they still found Kiely. They're her hero.
Upside down. Listen to yourself say that. Repeat that whole thing to yourself. Let's pull that up on the screen. I want everybody to repeat this to yourself and tell me it makes sense. Oh,
sorry.
We both got it. The local divers were restricted to 25 feet out. Kiely was 50 feet out. Correct. It was actually like 54 feet out. Go dive underwater, okay? That is pretty clear when you go under it. We saw that car for all that it was, okay? Okay. Just take yourself 25 feet out in that shoreline, okay? That they almost didn't even really check, okay? 25 feet out on 50 feet with scuba gear, that car is going to beam like a fucking metallic boulder underwater, okay? If at 10 feet they didn't see her car as soon as they went under,
something was wrong.
Then somebody needs to question that person that didn't see that car.
They need
Why didn't you see that car? Okay. Were you really there? Show me footage that shows the actual search happen. What AWP did. Okay. Have search and rescue that went in with canoes and boats and all these things that were lent to them from other counties like Sacramento, okay, show me the footage of them actually doing this, because all I see is like 3 pictures of them stating that they were putting those rover underwater things, you know what I'm talking about, girls?
Mm-hmm.
In water, okay? And it wasn't even the area her car was in. Show me the fucking search. Show me the proof that they did their job. We shouldn't have to be proving what we are. Like, they should come as law enforcement, doctors, and show us that this girl died on fucking air, okay? Show me it.
Okay, so
I want them to show me that, because when they show me how she died on air, we're going to find the people.
So really quick, I'm going to jump in here because I see some things in the chat that are
fucking
really
angry,
making
man.
me
I don't
mad.
know how
looking
these
for
people don't see
something.
this shit.
Hey,
It
I'm
makes
looking for
me
something
angry.
to pull up. So go ahead and
So what we're not going to sit here and do is we are not going to sit here and bash AWP, and we're not going to sit here and bash Dr. Phil for bringing light to
I'm gonna
situations.
bring you some fucking logic and some light and some reality here. This isn't for fact, but you should take what I'm saying back to you with a grain of salt and go do your own research. Go search underwater footage with the same type of lighting and how they do. Go to AWPs. Hell, if you don't want AWP, there's a lot of men that love dumping cars in water tied to ropes so they can retract them out of the water. There's bunches, I promise you, honey. But go look at footage of anything from 25 feet out, okay? Even if you're in the water swimming out, as soon as your body starts immersing at the chest in water, if you're a 6 foot tall man, you're gonna see that car. If I'm wrong, please email me at gendermindfuck@gmail.com, and I would love to bring you up on panel. I'm not going to argue. I would love for you to state fact with receipts, with the visibility, with the sun that day, with the algae blooms being so heavy that they sink to the bed of the floor. Show me, okay, how this girl died on air. Just that's all I want you to show me.
Okay. Can you pull up that thing I'm sharing?
Mm-hmm.
Is it showing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you have mod privileges, baby. No, it's not showing.
Oh no, I was just sharing. Hold on.
Sure. I saw what you pulled up, but it went away. I don't know why. I didn't touch anything.
Okay.
I didn't do it this time.
Oh my God! Don't tell me that. Where'd it freaking go?
I know what you brought up.
So she's not yelling.
It felt like they were nervous being there. Yes. Everybody should be nervous around this town. Do your job. Get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Make sure you're coming with a crew, because don't go by yourself. I'm scared for these people that go out there and drive and take footage for us and show us like what the actual land looks like.
This is what I wanted to show, because read what's highlighted.
Who does it? Travelcado and what's that girl's name? Kiki? What's that? CCTV. Go check her shit out. Go look at the water and all her footage and tell me.
Okay, so right here, it says at this point, we're looking for small and anything evidence-wise, as opposed to cars, people, things of that nature. We're trying to make it even tighter. What does that tell you? They were not looking for her car.
No, they weren't looking for her car from the very beginning.
Nope.
You're telling me that Woo Woo didn't have choppers all over that fucking place? You're telling me that they didn't have drones all over that place? You're telling me that they didn't do those things? They got $3 million, 19,000 man hours. Show me you did it. I want them to show to me that they did what show the federal government. Show them your work. They paid you. Show these men and women your work. Show me that you did it.
Okay, so really quick, for a second. Because they feel like you're yelling at them.
I'm not yelling. I'm just
we're yelling at the.
If you're not mad about this girl, if you don't feel something for this girl, why are you here? I'm gonna mute me so I shut the fuck up.
Ray, we're not yelling at. She's not yelling at you. We're just passionate, and we're yelling at the ones responsible for Kiely Rodni's death.
Thank
you, baby. You get a nut.
You guys, if we could show y'all everything that we have seen over the last several days that could possibly have connections, you would understand why she's so riled up. The list of questions for the question and answer, somebody sent us a freaking 3-page question and answer questionnaire. And that's where the question and answer part comes in. Like somebody sent us some that they had been collecting with a group of people. And we've already, like, we started reading that, but then we started reading the chat's questions and we squirreled off.
We squirreled off. Okay, y'all want to go back to the questions? We can rewind a little bit.
She's very passionate, and what she's saying has a whole lot of truth behind it. You got a whole lot of
truth. Look at who was the first person to say that Prosser was cleared.
Right? Prosser was cleared by their own law enforcement, and y'all explain that one. How was it cleared if there was a car right there?
But why talk about it when you can't say? It's weird. No, it's called being safe. It's called being smart. It's called giving it to the right people. We're not going to talk about things on here like other channels might do. We're gonna do it.
Something that's gonna cause me to end up in the courthouse over there in Truckee, California? No, thank you. Oh, they think I'm yelling, not you. Hold on.
What?
Can you? I was yelling the whole time and I was muted.
I'm looking.
I wasn't even yelling, actually. I said, actually, if it came to court, if us three amigas, Sleuthy included, because she's a vital key to this puzzle. Like, I get my taxes in February. If we could come up with enough information, I will take these 2 girls and Sleuthy, and I will take the rest of my tax money, and I will fly our asses to California. But y'all got to help build this case. Like, because we can't just take it to LE. We can't just take it to the FBI. Like, we have to take it above and beyond that.
So, one of y'all, will y'all go into the settings and adjust my mic and turn it down?
Do you want to see a gag order placed on me or any of these 2 here?
How you do that? Hold on.
Go down there. Yeah. Hold on, I might can do it. I think I might can.
Oh yeah, because I can't.
Do you want me to ask a question? You want me
click on the 3 little dots on my name.
What are we doing?
Squirrels? I did that already. But it's like grayed out. It won't let me lower it for you.
Okay, then.
Can I answer the next question? Did we ask when did the party end?
Yeah, well, can you lower her mic for her real quick? Yeah, go on her picture in StreamYard on the 3 little dots.
Yep, got you.
Settings. Yeah.
Edit mic settings, yep.
And
her volume's not that high, but okay, I got it.
I don't know. They said that mine was really
Go ahead and talk a little bit. Is hers still really loud?
Let me know if this is better, you guys, or do we need to turn it down some more?
Is that good right there? Can I get a 1 in chat if it sounds good? Go ahead and talk, babe.
I didn't mean to yell at y'all.
How about you go ahead and ask the next question, which is about the ending. And we'll go from there.
There's one on the screen, too, if y'all want to answer that one.
Okay.
Why did they send her body to Nevada County when they had contracted all of their morgue work to Placer County?
Thank you,
They didn't send her body to Nevada County. Her body went to the new morgue in Placer County.
Yes. They took it all over the place, but it wound up back there. They moved her around. That's why it took 2 days for them to actually examine her. Anybody in chat have any more questions? Because if not, we'll move on with these ones. Oh, it's me? Okay, I'm sorry. You want me to lower my mic? Will that help?
No, Scott Black said too, is the talking over. We actually, there's a lag sometimes. So we're actually doing really good tonight. So we apologize if we're talking over each other. We don't mean to.
That's why I'm leaving crickets in between, because I want to make sure y'all are, getting your chance to talk and say what you got to say. And
okay, I don't see any more questions. So
Okay, next question. When did the party end? From my speculation, I'm going to estimate 3:59 a.m. from the fire cam footage. That's the proof we have.
Oh, yeah.
3:59 a.m. is when you see the fire go out and the cars leave. There's like, by 3:59 a.m., I want to say that there's 2 vehicles that leave at the end. And like the campfires put out at 3:59. They get in their vehicles and the last few vehicles leave. If anybody stayed there, I don't know. Speculation says yes, people camped out there for the night, as they always do.
Did you see any search choppers in the fire cams? I don't
No.
think.
No.
So here's the thing with those fire cams, okay? I'll explain to you guys a little bit about those at past the time, okay? So when you look at the fire cam footage before they took it down, what everybody noticed that got the chance to actually, because a lot of people just focused on that night. A lot of people, and you'll see content creators out there saying the same thing, that if you watch the footage from when people started coming there at approximately 8 p.m. into 4 o'clock in the morning when lights out pretty much was. I can't tell you how many cars were there afterwards because no lights came back on. I mean, there was small lights. I couldn't tell you what they were doing. If you fast forward that camera to the oncoming month, okay, the camera never goes back to Prosser Lake. So in other words, there is no footage to prove. It shows a little bit of the next day, and you can see 2 red canoes in the water, and then it never goes back to Prosser Lake. It shows the woods the whole rest of the time.
Maybe Michelle can answer this one on the screen because I know I didn't.
I went to the 13th, you guys.
Yes.
But the cameras had already been turned.
Yeah.
So the cameras were only on Prosser for just
until 9 o'clock the next morning is when they
very
finally
short time period.
They go like. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that's very convenient.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like all of this stuff is so conveniently done. Okay, and if you see the convenience and what helped them out and works against Kiely Rodni's cause of death, it just does not go together. From the beginning, it was a lot of hoax, and the hoax wasn't coming from us. The bullshit was coming from them. The rapid speaking, the telling too much information, the excess amount of information that we had to dig through.
So what I don't want, okay, so what I want to do is steer away from and you guys can touch on it if you want to, but my opinions on the whole.
Oh, I don't even want to answer that last question, but I'll ask it, and then you guys can go off and venture and go get your own little nuts and see if you want to see this on the camera. I mean, the footage is still out there. A lot of people have it on YouTube.
Which question you're talking about?
The last one on the party.
Oh, wrong thing.
Oh, I was going to say that I was talking about some of the things that are in the chat.
Oh, go ahead. Pull it up on screen. I mean,
yeah,
we'll read it, and I'll tell you if I'm.
No, I'm saying I don't personally want to touch the kayaking issue and all of that. I personally don't, because we don't really have any proof other than that video she done.
Yeah.
So
that's why I didn't highlight that.
I mean, the little keynotes of arrows and there she is and stuff, you guys can speculate amongst yourselves if you like. I don't want to bring that out on the show just yet.
Do we see parents coming in to clean up in the morning? Not on the cameras.
You can't, with these cameras, you cannot see, like, you can see the shapes of bodies during, like, where lights are blooming in front of them. You can see the movement, the refraction of light, just like NASA does with the planets and finding new systems and finding different things in our universe. It's kind of like looking at it like that point of view, but at a different scale. So when you're looking at the lights and you can see the movement of people around vehicles, in that case, yes. But the only thing you're going to see in the camera footage, and if you pay attention, if you watch in the area of the sanctuary, you can see people with headlamps Because if you look, you can see a dual source light for vehicles, for cars. You can see dirt bikes moving around because they have a higher LED brightness. And then you can see the dimness, just like you can see the stars. You can look at it all. That's what it's there for. It's to catch light, sparks of fire. You can see headlamps moving around in there, and you can see a lot of action in there, but you can't place a face or a body or anything like that. You just see movement of light. And that is why we can't use the cameras as any really, other than a time frame. There's nothing else there other than a time frame. That's the proof of time that was spent there and done and did, and why people went back to the water around 2:22 a.m., why you see headlamp lights near her car, near that water. Go look. Go ask yourself that same question, and then start digging. Band together.
Adjust the one on the screen, because the question on the screen, there was something with what J-Rod turned in that sounded like it's something with her in it. I just wonder if she did more than just GPS. I'm confused. I don't understand.
Can you read?
The kayaker. He's talking about the kayaker. And J-Rod did not turn anything in about the kayaker.
No. It had nothing to do with that.
I honestly, other than to kind of like just, it's for giggles. You know what I mean? Like the man literally, I'll touch base on this and this is it. The man literally went into the water and said, okay, guys, I'm going to show you with my phone, and dunks it in. It freezes. And he's like, oh, you didn't see it? Well, let me show you again. And he dunks his phone in the water, and he shows you items underneath the water. Okay. Then this dumb shit goes in and dives one-handed. I know he got grabby hands, because by the time he pulls the items out of the car, the DNA, the contamination that he did to the items, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's all I'm going to say.
Well, what I was going to say on that comment is, just so everybody is under the, I will make this crystal clear. We collectively discussed that information that was taken to
yes
law enforcement.
Absolutely.
And I can say,
and it needed to be there.
It has nothing to do with the YouTubers you guys are thinking.
Absolutely not. No.
As much as I feel like all of those people are involved, this part has nothing to do with them.
No, it has to do with what we're doing as a collective and people not liking it. They don't like the truth. They don't like that. And they're attacking people for that. And that is the information that was taken forward to law enforcement. We didn't turn nobody in Truckee. We didn't do none of that. I mean, if you live in Truckee and you're doing this shit, well, fuck you.
I mean, we were basically handed something we didn't want nothing to do with, and we felt that we shouldn't have it. It should be in the right hands. So
she speculatively said that she had information that tied so and so to this case. And I'll tell you what it was. It was audio files that none of us received. We left law enforcement know. Go ahead and subpoena her phone.
Yes, we're still going to do that, but
the last thing I want out there is misinformation. And if this is misinformation, shame on the person that brought that information for some clicks or some views or for some row or for whatever clout 999. We're going to key that phrase. Like, if clout is what she did it for, shame on you. You're talking about a little girl's life here. This is not, we're not here to do that stuff. And I don't even want to have to address it on my show. That's why we collectively said, no, we're not. We're just going to say we were given information. We took that information and we placed it where it needs to be. It's not our job to deal with that.
No, there's not been an update from CHP. We have all put in our FOIA request and no response.
And it was brought fully to my attention today that shitfuck made a post about we'll never get CHP reports. Wrong. And I'm going to tell you why. When they released the coroner's report on the end statement and at the top of the case file, they said, look here for this information. So that automatically releases that information to the public per FOIA. And that means Freedom of Information Act. Once that case number is submitted on documentation, we as an American people with our rights, so that the government and law enforcement can't do what they're doing right now, we can go and get that information when they release it. And that is when they release it. And I do believe it will be somewhere around November 1st.
Yep. I want to address this comment. I thought there was a big cover up at the beginning after AWP's video, but it seems clear it was a tragic accident. I feel like you can't disagree on YouTube anymore without being attacked. We're not, you're
No.
free to have your opinions here. We are welcome to anyone's opinions. You have your right to whatever you think. And, you know, if you have like your whatever you have that makes you think that way, and that's fine. Like, we're all allowed an opinion and speculation, and that's all we're doing here.
But what I want to confirm with Ellie, though, is yes, this is tragic.
It is.
This accident should have never happened, is the problem, okay? That is the problem within the system. This is long before AWP's video. This is what her friends and her family put in front of us and begged the world, the nation, her community to help. And that is exactly what people did. And you fucked up. Why would you bring something with so many skeletons in your own closet to fruition if you had so much to hide? Okay. What we're talking about is outside of Kiely Rodni. But what Kiely Rodni's death did is caused the skeletons to come out for what they are. Your town is fucking corrupt. Do you not want your town to run better and honestly? And when something happens to somebody, that you make sure that if it's you or your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad or your grandma or your little brother or sister, that justice isn't brought for their death that is being ruled accidental? Because where I see that you're seeing this tragic accident, then explain to me why there are headlamps that go into that water that night. You can go look for yourself. Go look at the cameras that your own county put in place to protect you guys from fires, okay? They put that evidence there in front of us. We are just using the evidence they gave us, like the coroner's report. That sounds like a kindergartner wrote it with a box of broken crayons. The report itself states she died on air. Now take a step back and go and think about that.
Artillery Amy, where did you see photos of the adults party?
Yeah, I've never seen that. The only footage that I've seen is...
So she's not saying at the party. No.
No. I know. I'm saying like the
She's
same
saying
town.
Like their parties at their houses and shit like that. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're litty titty. I'm sure it's a good time, but they're adults. They're allowed to do that. Explain to me why these kids were driving without... We're going to get to that. We're going to get to all that. That's all in our questions. Trust me. It's all there. I think if we continue on, I think we'll get a lot of these, what people are coming at us with. We're on to the next. We're the victim. These are the questions. They're right here. They're ready for us. We're all connected. We're on the same page. At least we're there, you know?
Yep.
The victim. Kiely Rodni did not have a valid California driver's license, and if she was driving the CRV after dark, was she driving illegally?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, we're not even going to answer that, and my chat's not even going to answer that because my chat already knows the answer. I just want to give you that question. Go take that question. Either go ask her family or her friends, or you can legally, by your own American given rights, go search for that answer for you. But what I can tell you is that was another hole in the Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Like the cheese got holes, a lot of air pockets, okay? An air pocket is not one she went for. Next question. Will anybody be held responsible for encouraging her to drive illegally when that resulted in her death?
That goes
I'll
along.
let the chat
Another
answer that.
question. It's the same thing. Go for it.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to go ask your community. Go ask your community, okay? Is anybody going to be held responsible for encouraging, okay, to go to a party and drive illegally? Because you guys say she was completely intoxicated, inebriated. What are some of the other words that her community said she was? Taking massive bong rips.
Yeah.
Creme brulee.
Creme brulee. Go ask your community these questions, please. And then when you get those answers, please email me. Let me know. Let any of these girls know. Reach out to somebody in YouTube. You can do it anonymously. We will not out you. That is not what we're here to do. What we are here is to bring Kiely Rodni some justice in her accidental drowning.
All right. What's the next one?
Next question. The victim. If
pretty much
Kiely
the same.
Rodni was legally not permitted to drive, should her parents have come and picked her up? Okay. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Should her parents have come and picked her up? 16. Okay. Joggle that around in your head and you come back to me and you answer me that. Okay. If they had followed the law, she would still be alive. Ray, you get another nut because these questions are phenomenal. These are the questions. We're not asking YouTube. We're asking the community there to come forward and please answer any of these questions. Okay. If you guys feel that it was accidental, then answer these questions. That's all we're asking you to do. Okay. Even if she was legally, we'll just say she was legal. She was past her learner's permit. She passed that fucking exam. Okay. She got her license. She's a big girl. Okay. She's doing her shit right. Okay. She goes to this party. She's 16 years old. And she was given alcohol. By whom? Make that person accountable.
Well, we don't know if she was given alcohol.
Because from the autopsy, girls, please go ahead. Let whoever questioning what we feel. Go ahead, let them know. Go ahead, tell them.
So what I'm going to say on that is we were told by said people that she was so intoxicated that she couldn't even, that she falls in holes and has to have help up, and all this alcohol and all these illicit drugs were there, but not a bit of that was found in her system. On this,
go pick up your phone and
that
text Smith and ask her that question. Pick up your phone and text Elsa and ask her that question. Please, I beg of you. Go ask them that question. Or does everybody just want to forget that this little girl died and why she died and that she shouldn't have been drinking because she's not 21? Nowhere in the United States are you allowed to drink under the age of 21. Not at home, let alone 13 miles from home at 16. Why did we wait so long to go find out why my daughter isn't home? Shit, it's 2:00 in the morning. I'd be pacing this shit, texting, blowing shit up. It's pretty incredible. Y'all have
Facts.
service when you want to get on YouTube and have lives. Okay. You keep calling back. You'll keep calling back. Keep calling back, calling back. You'll keep calling back. Do you hear me now? You ask, right? Okay. But you couldn't pick up a phone and call your daughter. And you couldn't figure out why she's not answering, not responding. None of that?
On Ellie's.
Hmm?
Will you click on Ellie's comment?
Which one? I don't know where it's at.
The last one.
Well, it says last one, but on my end it's different. Is this the one?
Because, like, honestly, if the people there don't start speaking up, I'm just going to get louder until somebody answers a question.
So the question is, do you guys not believe the autopsy? I want to take this one on. Since you asked, do the believe being the key word here, because that's all I can.
But first, I got to give the rest of the autopsy report. Continue, please.
But the only thing that we know in that autopsy result that I'm taking with a grain of salt.
Draw Latina, baby. Repeat what she said. Repeat what she said.
Any bit of me. Do you guys believe in the autopsy? I'm going to say, from my personal experience with having seen dozens of autopsy reports, probably way more than dozens, but I'm just saying, no, I do not believe that autopsy report. And the only thing that I do believe in that autopsy report is that there was nothing found in her system that
they were willing to provide
coincides with what we were told.
Yeah. Okay. If she had fentanyl in her system, show me that. Okay. And then if she had fentanyl in her system, who gave it to her? These people need to be held accountable. You're telling me at 15, 16, 17 years old, y'all are going out in the middle of the fucking thickets and throwing down, and ain't parents like knowing like y'all are safe, y'all got each other, but y'all left a little girl behind, enough so that she drove herself on your accord on what you're saying. Okay, this autopsy is right. She drove herself into water because y'all were too fucking selfish to go check on her. Continue.
Don't forget the P's.
Yeah, you got I's and T's there. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was just the one on the screen went with the autopsy.
Got that them holes in that cheese. Holes. That's all I'm saying, man. So many holes. I love Swiss cheese too. It's my favorite. It really is. I love the pungency of it. Really stinks.
Thank you, Aeneas. It is that autopsy is an insult to those medical professionals who do it right and do it thorough. Y'all got me up throwing stuff. I got.
They didn't even do the autopsy of a drowning victim. Like that's the most questionable thing in the autopsy. Yes, I can tell you some doctors right now. Dr. Gregory Reber, he's a PhD. He did the main autopsy.
And I suggest you guys go search on that yourself.
Yes. You can go ahead and just take that first name and go smack that in that Google. It's going to tell you lots of things, and they stink. Caleb Walker, he was also a doctor that signed off on this. Tamika McCain from Nevada County Sheriff's Office, she approved this autopsy and toxicology report. Michelle Ramirez, she also approved from Nevada County Sheriff's Office. Luis Montes de Oca, FBI, signed off on this case. And Miss Babcock of the FBI, also Lieutenant, Detective, Sergeant, not sure. Babcock. Go ahead. Go take those. And those are just some of them. Okay. A big chunk of them. But go ahead and go. I got nuts. I got cashews. I got almonds. What you want? You want peanuts? What you got? What you need? I'll throw some chocolate on it.
Okay. All right. Do we want to move on to the fateful drive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or do y'all want to go? These are good questions, Ray. Thank you.
Please, because I want to get off this autopsy before I get mad again.
I know. Yep.
Who was actually driving the CRV?
No. Who freaking knows at this point?
Kiely with her 9-foot arms and legs, completely obliterated.
According to Ellie.
According. You know, that's who you guys say. So, okay, she got some long arms and legs.
Right.
Joy, can we just take into consideration the source?
Yeah.
Before we answer this question or even ask it, please keep in mind that everybody, all her friends, and all of her family made it completely aware to us that Kiely, I don't know if she had a blood disorder, if she had a medical problem that made her always be cold, but she loved always wearing her hoodies. Okay. You can see that in the autopsy report, what she was wearing. Okay.
Plus, it was also reported that people there said there's no way she would have been.
Class, we have a question. King Scarlet, go ahead, throw it down there, honey. We'll pop it up. I promise you. We'll get to it.
Karma, yes, it is the same one that botched others.
We going to school tonight.
Okay.
Man, whoever wrote our test, man, I'm really liking this test. That's some good shit, man.
like that this chat.
Chat, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think we're doing on our test? What do you think? One being we're failing. We'll give that an EF, whatever you want to call that. 10 being like A++++. We're gonna let chat speak. We're gonna see how. I mean, if y'all want to call us out on our bullshit, go ahead. I'll bring you some things to go and look for yourself. You know what I mean? Like if. Oh damn, Denise, shit. Look, we getting extra credit. We getting look at all them extra nuts. Ooh, I'm excited. All right, Beth. I mean, I'll take it. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. At least it ain't like a 1 or a 2. Then I would just be like, all right, next case. You know?
Right.
You know, like, are we done doing this yet? Because like I got time. I ain't going nowhere. Y'all ready for this next question?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Why was
that? I don't know.
Why was the car driving with the windows down on a cold night in the mountains by water? I'm going to add that by water on there because
I got a better question to that.
Mm.
Why was it the front passenger seat window was down and the rear driver's seat was down? Why was if I'm going out for a midnight drive,
we cruise it.
my window's gonna be down.
We treat that PRV like a lowrider, pimping in them thickets. Wow.
I mean, that's just like that's more of the question, not why is she riding around in the cold at night?
But no, her family all said, her friends all said she was always wearing hoodies. Every fucking picture you see her in, unless she's out in the bright ass sun, she got a hoodie on, right? So why was the car driving with the windows down on a cold night in the mountains? Where's her hoodie in the autopsy report is what I'm saying. Next question. We agree?
Yes, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Driving at a low speed, 10 miles per hour, did the driver have time to stop, part way, back up, open the door, and bail out? We'll add in there the cam footage, okay? You see the pause. Did she get out of the car then? Did she have time to stop part way in the water? Like, did she go down in the water and back up or open the door and bail out? Like, did she?
Ooh,
Where did we find her?
How many other people drove down there, parked, turned their lights off, and then backed up in 14 seconds?
Right? I'm so scared, guys. It's so dark out. Let me get out of my car and look around and see if I'm going to turn up and run. Oh, we don't got enough horsepower. Okay, next question.
The front driver's window was broken out when they rolled it over, but we know for a fact that the passenger front window was rolled down all the way, and the rear driver's window was halfway down.
Yes.
When that car went into the water.
With her spaghetti strapped, French cut bodysuit. That's what she was wearing for a top, with her windows down. By water, in the mountains.
I don't like not being able to highlight comments. I changed my mind. I should. I'll be like,
tell me which one you want.
LVs.
Yeah, pull them up.
LVs.
Because you have to remember, like, I see him, like, it's not the same timing as you.
That's a good question. She has a wonderful playlist. I love it. It makes me cry.
Okay, was she suicidal? I cannot answer that question.
No,
was she depressed? Oh, it is very well known that she was depressed. Her mother even talks about it during her during her celebration of life. I don't even know why it was made such a big deal in the celebration of life, but it was. Also, why did Jagger tell her not to do anything stupid?
Yeah,
weird thing.
Stupid.
No, I do not think it was a weird thing to say because I tell my 19-year-old
I tell everybody to be safe all the time.
Yeah. Every time he says, Mama, I'm going to the bar or I'm going to the club, I say, son, don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Meaning don't go get yourself in trouble. Don't drink too much. Don't do, you know, that's what I mean when I say don't do anything stupid. I don't think Jagger meant anything by it in that text.
Don't stop and pause on the edge of water and get out and climb in the hatch and kick your shit into neutral and drown in water.
That's not what he meant by it. Like,
Yeah, it is. Anyway.
I didn't hear about this rumor. What do y'all make of the rumor that Ellie has released her belongings?
I haven't heard that. I'm not putting it. I wouldn't be surprised though.
I'm rocking on this next question from Ray, but let's address ones in chat if y'all want to.
Oh, you can go ahead. I'm just trying to catch up because I don't see him.
I clear my throat for this one, okay? We're gonna say it real loud for the ones in the back, okay? Why didn't Kiely scream for help out of her open windows when she felt the cold water?
Chat.
Let's let chat answer that one.
Yeah, please. Educate me. Yeah, yeah, Horn. Damn. Artillery got that one. Like your horn don't honk, your voice don't voice, like what?
Right.
She just, oh, poor me, I'm gonna go climb in the hatch and curl up in a ball and call it safe. Take a nap. The fuck is wrong?
They all get nuts.
Come on, guys, tell me. What's going on?
Let's see. Because she was dead already, because she was unconscious. What were some of the others? Because she couldn't. She wasn't alive. I mean,
why didn't nobody heard this shit? Somebody didn't. You're telling me no. I'm sorry. In that area of water. Yeah, she was taking a nap, and that's sad.
Why did she not yell?
Yeah, why didn't she yell? Why didn't she honk her horn? In the video, you literally see her car pause briefly. Did she say, oh shit, and then just climb in the back of her car? Like, what happened in that big ass pause? Big ass pause. I mean, you can go and count it if you want to, because I have.
This answer is something that Sleuthy hit on also. She said concuss, possibly from the fight. It's a good one.
Yeah. Or that hole she fell in. Because she was so inebriated, somebody didn't pick her up and walk her to her car or be like, hey, let me take your keys, bro. You're fucked up. Let me call your mama. Oh, wait, you need to drive home. Let me do that for you. Ain't nobody there. 300, 400 people. Not one person said, let me help you. Fuck all them people then.
Seconds. It takes seconds to yell. Move along.
And it's a natural instinct. I mean,
it's a natural instinct when your body hits cold water. Go in. Go turn your shower on right now, okay? Go turn your shower on cold water, okay? Because it's about going to be, it's room temperature to outside, okay? Let your water run. Just cold. You don't get no hot. None of that. You don't get none of that. I'm going to give you an idea what this little girl went through, okay? When you jump in your shower and it's cold and you do that thing and you jump the fuck out of it? Okay, thank you. And in that time, she did that and then gasped for air. Why isn't there water in her lungs or her sinuses or her ear canals or any of those things? If you got answers, please email me, gendermindfuck@gmail.com.
So I already, some of the things that I see, in one of the questions that we had earlier about could anyone have heard her car go in? This is going to go back to that, you guys. They're in a canyon.
They're in a canyon on water that would echo it. She was upside down. So, really, there would be a lot of noise there. That'd be a lot of noise. For the time frame it took for her car to get in that water, before it even got in the water, a lot of things happened there. Noise happened. There was people that were having a campfire right down there by what was going on. There were lights down there by what was going on. Somebody heard something. I'm sorry, your cars ain't that loud. Them dirt bikes aren't that loud. Your music from how far was that? 2,300 feet? You're not going to hear that music. That's why they go in them woods, inside them trees, to use that privacy screen as a deterrent. If anybody knows audio, that's why I have padding on my ceiling, because me shouting right now, my neighbors aren't hearing me. It's going to bounce that sound off it and send it on its way. Across the creek, across the lake, If her mama was paying attention, she could have heard her too.
So I don't know if you guys are like where y'all are at right now, as far as if it's dark outside. But I suggest if it is dark outside,
and you got some headlights
on, have a noise ordinance, go outside and scream and come back and let me know how far
go outside right now. It's 11:39 on the East Coast. Any of you guys on the East Coast, go ahead, go outside. If you live in an area, go ahead, go outside and scream. Especially if you live out in the fix, you're going to understand what's going to happen.
And why did her lungs get so teeny tiny?
Oh, it must have been from all that yelling.
Mary Blue said that we're not listening to her, so I'm putting up her comment. She don't think the car went in that night. I mean, that is another speculation. That's another theory that we're looking at.
That is a speculation, yes.
It is one of our theories.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't have any proof.
Yep. Could have went in, came back out, a different one went in. You don't know. We don't know. We really don't know.
This is also another one of our theories that we just don't have proof of. Speculation.
No. But we know there are people there, and we know people are accountable for the drinking and the drugging that's not on her autopsy. And the fact that they were there with a campfire right there at the shore. Mind you, where the rocks and all the honoring things are. It's kind of weird, but okay.
Janet Banana said, great, now the neighborhood dogs are howling.
Really kind of like checks marks the spot, you know? Like his measurements, how he knew the measurements before it even happened. That's, I don't even know.
Janet
before
Banana,
the water, I'm not even going to say before it happened. He knew the measurements before the water level went down. Anyway.
I was just wondering if Janet Banana really went yell outside.
Dogs are barking and shit. They're oh out there. Fucking coyotes are coming to get her and shit.
Oh,
like, opossums are coming. Fucking raccoons. They want a nut too. Because they're out there clapping this to this show.
Okay, now you got my dogs looking at the computer screen.
I'm sorry. They're all side-headed and shit.
Yeah,
I love when they do that. This shit makes me smile so hard.
Oh my gosh. We needed that. Thank you, Janet Banana, for that. We needed that laugh.
Oh, this goes part of it. Oh, we didn't even, it was like a whole ass, these are like questions and questions and questions. Kind of like how they talk in circles. The reservoir is a bowl. Sound carries in an open space. Nobody heard anything. A sinking SUV makes a lot of sound and commotion. Screams for help would echo across the lake. Let's continue on. As soon as the car hits the water, the driver would know right away something is wrong. Why not hit the brakes and beep the horn? I don't know. Somebody tell me. When a 4,000-pound vehicle, that's 2 tons, vehicle goes in water, it creates a wave. The ripples across the lake reflect the headlights. Nobody saw that?
I did.
Okay, they're saying that she just drove straight from the road down into the water. And I'm even going to lower this level. He says 10 to 13 mile an hour, but she's rushing to get home, right? Like she's late for home. She's fucked up. She gotta go. At that speed, 10 to 13 mile per hour, you are not even pressing the gas pedal. You are riding the brakes, or you are bouncing along as you are bouncing along. How can you mess up so badly driving so slowly? Especially when it bumps, they're telling you, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're bogging your shit all over the fucking place. Surprised she didn't blow a strut, or, you know what I mean? Like, a shock, or...
There would have been way more damage.
Yeah.
She didn't have, the right equipment to be driving through those. I mean, we've seen several people go out there, no matter what, we've seen people go out there on that road that she supposedly took to go straight into the water, and if she was as drunk as
exactly, Miss G,
never have made it straight.
Exactly. This is why it's so important that you guys get your FOIA requests in. The more requests that go in, the more it will force them to answer it. Just like us getting loud about, well, where's the autopsy report? Where's toxicology? They said it wouldn't be out until the 1st. Look what happened on the 13th for us. Get louder about it. Get your FOIA requests in. Let me tell you case number. You want to put the NCSO case number 1220-2364. And that will be for all accident records. That will be the black box. That will be anything, any photographs that they took of the car underwater. They can put her body in there. I would prefer that they redacted that. Nobody really wants to see that. I mean, they painted a picture clear down to her belt. So, I mean, but some people might want to see that. But you're going to just go to Google and type in free FOIA request. The first thing that shows up on there is what you want to go for. You're going to request on report number 14, the FOIA for CHS car accident report. And you can put another one in for the AAA camera footage.
Do we know that it's AAA or?
Yes.
I didn't know if that was confirmed or not.
Yeah,
Because the only
no.
person I heard say that was
AWP can't confirm it. Nick can't come forward. I mean, they're all under gag orders. They cannot come forward. But I forget what channels it was. There was 3 different channels that did it. They pulled it up on screen and searched the area in that vicinity of who would take the calls or the jurisdiction for that region to do battery calls.
So can I make a suggestion? As far as the fire cams go,
Yes.
you guys, I would take that with a grain of salt.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I would not even focus on that.
No, because
Because
they can take 30
every
days
single
away from you
person-
and not show you a search.
Well, not only that, let's look at the fact that I have archives,
Mhm.
all of them.
Mhm.
Mine shows something different than the archives that you have, show something different than what Gray Hughes has and Zav has and
Mhm.
everybody else that has made freaking videos on these
It's
fire cams.
fantastic.
Nobody's is the same.
It's fantastic.
Explain to me why nobody's videos are the same.
Like you have one camera doing one job for one thing, and that is just to detect wildfires. But you got 3 different websites hosting different files and different video, and it don't make it make sense, please. And they all have different timestamps and different things, and it's just weird as hell.
this came out at a very convenient time indeed.
By a very shit-fucky person.
Oh my god.
I don't even give a shit no more. Gag
What's
me.
the next question?
Can my ball be pink?
I don't even know where we're at. Michelle, are you still awake with us?
I was just talking.
She's like, I'm going to get some Jesus juice.
I just want to make sure you good.
We go next question? Okay, we're going into the aftermath. Are we all staying here? We want to finish the aftermath and then be done with it? Well, what are we doing? How you girls feeling? Who's feeling tired? We gonna break it here?
Wait, where are we at in the question?
We are at the aftermath.
Yep, Michelle goes to sleep before me. I'm good.
I know
for
she normally goes. That's why I'm saying you want to just chat for a little bit because we shoot the shit and we waste time that way, and then just pick up tomorrow at some point. We'll go over the aftermath, probably same time because it seems to work for us. Plus, I definitely have to work tomorrow.
I have a doctor's appointment.
Wait,
So
I have one. Joy said if you look on Reddit, there's a drone clip from someone who took prior to car being found. You can see the vehicle appears to be out from the land, not the triangle spot where the car is being pulled out.
Yeah, do you know where that drone footage came from?
Yeah.
The same man that told us about the fucking cam footage. That didn't even know it was there. Let me go check it.
Lisa, I don't know how you got on your TV and how you're talking to text or whatever. You're talking technology that I can't help you with.
What is happening? What am I
Where?
helping with? Pop it up.
Lisa somehow has started talking and it's
Lisa.
Oh, you talking about she was like trying to talk to us, like we can hear her?
yeah, but it's coming through text here, but she's talking but it's before she finishes talking, it's sending the text
That's
over to
great.
the chat.
That's great.
Joy, I don't know. I haven't been on Reddit. I don't go on
Oh,
Reddit.
I love me some Reddit. Me and my son, we dig in there. Oh, you won't believe the shit that I found in Reddit that hadn't even been yet released. Like when this case first started breaking, like just barely hit national news. You wouldn't believe that's where a lot of people were getting their information from. And everybody's like, where the fuck are these people digging this shit out of the woodworks?
I'm going to Reddit just because
I love me.
See,
mm-hmm.
I have Reddit, but I don't.
I love
Yeah,
me
because
some
they're
Reddit.
saying that it's not that person's. It's a different footage. So I don't know.
There are a few drone footages out there. There's people that went out just as hobby. There's drone footage on YouTube. You guys can go look at that. There's all kinds of drone footage. Hell, y'all had me lost in fucking hot August nights for 3 weeks.
I don't do Reddit. I tried. I don't like it.
No, I'm talking on the YouTube, dude. I was watching hot August nights for like 3 weeks straight, looking for people.
Somebody said you should finish it because you're on a roll.
Oh, girl, this roll has got 4 or 5 more sections, okay, of like 8 questions. We'd be here till 3 o'clock. And I know that my spicy squirrel has an appointment in the morning, and feisty squirrel likes to get her Z's. And where I'm on fire, I need to start sleeping at night as well. That way I can wake up for y'all and get some shit done. Not that I'm going to bed anytime soon because I got my own work to do, but yeah. If y'all want to chit chat and talk about anything in chat, you got any questions, we'll direct them.
So I don't.
There's no other questions.
Wait, if you can tell me what to look up,
yeah,
I will. But
I mean, I think we're all aware of what's in front of us, and I know people keep calling it beating a dead horse, but I don't even want to call it that. You know what I mean? Like we're just. And also Megan came out at the same time selling the same narrative as the fire cam. Yeah, I mean, Megan said a lot, and in that lot, there's a lot of truths. There is a lot of truths, but there's also a lot of covering up certain things. You know what I mean? Like these people ain't being fully honest. You think they're just going to come out and say, yeah, you know what I mean? We accidentally let her die. And I gave her alcohol and I gave her these and I gave her that. And, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a shitty friend. And I didn't even, you know what I mean? Like, you think these people are going to come and incriminate themselves? Hell no. That's why it looks like it does. That's why it looks like Swiss cheese. That's why, you know what I mean? Toxicology looks like it does. That's why we don't even have the whole piece of the puzzle. Like, dude, they throw the puzzle in the water with her and they're making us go find it. Coming out like check market, you know what I mean? One puzzle piece at a time. Shit's rough.
Yeah. Joy, if you can tell me what to look up, I will go look it up. But
there's a drone clip on Reddit. It's not from that night or that whatever. Like it's not. Molly Pink says, "Hold up, wait." The name we shall not mention has said, they never spoke to Mom, but I believe he knows them all for a long time. No. He was out on a mission for fashion photography, and Truckee struck his attention. He was definitely on his way to Hawaii to take some fashion photography photos. And Truckee so happened to happen before his flight took off, and he's like, let me go and insert narrative.
Wait, how did we get on? Wait.
I'm just reading the chat. I just didn't want to say the name, and I didn't want it up on my screen, so I just read it from chat.
I'm saying artillery.
Second fire, yes, it is. If you're looking at the footage and that's what you're looking at to get your knowledge, which I do recommend looking at it, yeah, the second fire is very, very important. So are the headlights. Like anything that's going on at that shoreline, the light refraction, the movement in front of the headlights, like the fact that you can see headlights and brake lights and a car pause and the fire and the things that are happening down there. And then if you just keep on watching into like, all right, so I'll give you some timestamps if you guys want to look at them, okay? I'll give you guys some things to look at. How about that? I'll leave you with that sweet note, okay? So, Go
I was gonna
ahead.
say, before you do that, someone was asking for the numbers for the FOIA. Molly.
The FOIA numbers, you're going to want NCSO case number 1220-2364. And that is in response to report number 14 on the autopsy report. And then you can put another, but the 1220-2364 is the FOIA for the CHS car accident report. They're telling you, oh, go play Lieutenant Gumshoe and go find this CHS accident report. So that's what we're doing. You got to take that number, go to Google, and just type in free FOIA request. You go to that website, you pick your state, drop it down, start filling everything in it. It'll fill out the FOIA request for you, and you click you're done, and it sends it for you.
So can we just address SF's freaking tweet about not being able to
Today? Yes, you can. Yeah, yes. Please bring it up. Please bring it up.
You cannot listen to anything that you
No.
just see. Please go do your research.
Yes.
You can request, and here it is, black and white on the California Transportation Commission. Who may request public records? Any member of the public may inspect public records maintained by the commission at its Sacramento office located at 1120 North Street, 2nd floor, Sacramento, California, 95814 during normal business days between the hours of 8 and 5 p.m. Please note that due to staff obligations, especially during commission meetings, it is strongly advised that the inspection of records occur by prearrangement or by written request. Then it tells you how to do it and who to contact. And so please, 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 it does not say anything about only family members can get it. It is anyone.
Yes.
Anyone.
If you are an American citizen, you can request it. Anybody.
So I don't know what Google he uses, but it's not the same as.
Yeah, it's not the same. I think a flash got his eyes a little bit. You should probably lay off of the fashion photography for a little bit. And flashes are every time, you know.
Fixed by a diving drone.
Mm-hmm.
Give me, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Joy, yes, that is CHP. That is on CHP's. I Googled FOIA request for California Highway.
And yeah, CHP, she just corrected me because I said CHS and I don't know why my squirrels are running off with the letters.
Squirrels are getting tired.
Yo, we deep dive today. We did a lot of singing. A lot of singing. It's a good choir, though. I like choir practice.
So this is just the
Katie, you should still be able to get it even if it happened 20 years ago.
Yes. So what this request is going to do is you're going to put it in and you're not going to get it tomorrow. It is as soon as they finish their car accident report, they will then close it out. And anybody that put this in, ding, you've got mail. Go check that. You know what I mean? So if it's November 1st when they release it or whenever they release it, they can't hold on to it forever because it'll make the public angry.
So they want me to share my screen.
Yep.
So I'm going to share my screen and pull it up.
Shit, fuck. Tweeted a piece that's on our website, but it's taking open cases. Yeah, he is. That's what I'm saying. Distractions, y'all. There are so many out there. Stay on your path is all I can keep telling y'all.
Hey, click on my thing.
Yes, ma'am, the feisty squirrel.
Right there, you guys. This is what I searched. FOIA request for California Highway Patrol. Right here, it tells you who may request public records. So then
you can directly contact them. Yes, you can do that too. But if you're not sure how to do it, just go to Google, and search. If you want to put it up there for me, little Miss Feisty Squirrel, just go ahead in your Google and type in free FOIA request. Well,
Can you tell them what FOIA means? Maybe
it's Freedom of Information Act. It was an act that was established back in the 60s, I do believe, by Johnson, that enacted every human, every American, let me restate that. Every American has the rights by founding fathers that we are allowed to go and request any official documentation on record. That is whether it's law enforcement, federal, anything. You can put a FOIA in for it. So if there's a case that you know of a long, long time ago and the information isn't out there, you can put a FOIA request in for that and do your own little sleuthing if you'd like.
Can you zoom in, Michelle?
Not really.
Oh.
And then the one you want to choose is formswift.com.
Yeah,
Here,
they were just
I'll
saying
type it in chat just for them, just so they know. Wow, I put EEE.
Freedom of Info request.
I don't know. Ellie is saying that it's not public record and therefore not subject to FOIA, but she just read.
I just went to the I just went there and showed. I'll go back because
one person said it that has been really not.
California Highway Patrol. To submit a request for public records, please call or visit the CHP area office nearest you.
There you guys go. I think that link's right. I typed it in, so I don't know. I didn't copy paste it.
Right here under Public Record Act request, it tells you how and who. And when
you get in that, I'll give you a piece of holy cheese too.
Here we go. Who may request public records? Yes. Any member of the public may inspect public records maintained, and then it tells us where the address
and that is
all of that good stuff. Then it procedure to request it.
Oh shit.
Yes, but it has an H in it. Page.
It's literally, you guys. They cannot withhold any information.
It's fishier with a C.
Fishier.
Y'all don't even want to get me started on. Anyways,
we'll just keep saying what we're saying.
Yeah.
Go
do it and you'll see for yourself when they close the record, it automatically will be emailed to you in PDF format. Just like the autopsy was. Just like the toxicology was. It's in PDF format.
Ellie, I'm not getting angry. I just read the whole article before I pulled it up on screen to make sure.
I mean, if you want to, you can email them. You can write them. Their address is right there. 111, what is it? 11120 something. Go ahead. You can go right to the public records office if you want. Like there's various places you can go. I'm just trying to help you guys by giving you a link that'll fill it out for you so you don't have to sit there and do all the typing. Like all you need is your state, the case number, what you're requesting, your email address, bada boom. Well, I mean, you got to fill out your name and all that good shit, but yeah.
Here you go. Here's another.
Because if you prefer snail mail for a small fee, they'll mail it to you.
So whenever you do your description for this video, put the information in your description. They're asking for you to put like.
I got you. I'll pull it right from my Twitter because
she'll put everything
at the top of my Twitter.
Yeah, and she'll put everything in the description when we're done, y'all.
Yeah.
So you need, in order to do this, you're going to need this is on general information under CHP's website of California, and it says you're going to need collision incident. You do not know the exact date, provide an approximate date. Collision incident location. We have that. We have the date. Driver or owner. Well, we know that Kiely is the driver.
I got you guys all the way. I'll knock it in chat for you with the link, with all the information. You just go here.
Then you put your name Your
Yeah.
address,
That's all you do.
your agency company.
Yeah, it fills it out for you and it sends it for you. That's the information. That is the website. I will put
And
this
then-
all
right.
in my description. Whoa, why'd it cut my shit like that? That was weird. Here, let me lie it then. That way we have it. It cut it off. Because it's so loud. They probably purposely did that shit too. You're like, fuck you, you ain't tweeting it, you ain't putting it on YouTube, you gonna. I'll tiny your outlet because I know it's way easier this way. Bam.
There's literally nothing else to read. I'm sorry. No, Kiely did not have a CDL.
There we go. I got y'all. I'll do that for you too. I have no problem with that. Why am I cannot pay? All right, here's the tiny URL for that website. That way you can go and do that. I will edit right now in the description. Put the link first.
Okay, well, if Kiki, if you'll tell me what you searched in your on Google, I will go to exactly what you searched.
Yep.
And I will pull it up for everybody. And if I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong.
I mean, what's it gonna hurt to send a little request then to make them put the information out there? If they ain't got nothing to hide, I mean, go ahead, put it out there. Let us see. Simple as that. Really. That's all I want. If you ain't got nothing to hide, if she died of an accident, okay, let us see. You feel me? I ain't here to argue. I'm just here to let you know this is what you can do.
That's not where that's going to come from, Kiki.
No,
It's going to come from the California Highway Patrol. It's not going to come from
Yeah.
California Traffic Accidents Public Record.
no. This is the Highway Patrol controlled by California.gov. Like, that's where you're getting your information from. Hell, I'm sure if you go to the DMV, it'll tell you that because it's part of California Highway Patrol. Like, it's California, like, it'll tell you the same information.
Okay, so what was it? California what? Traffic? What did she say?
Someone's determined. See, someone put a freaking stick in her little chipmunk wheel or whatever, squirrely wheel, whatever you want to call it.
What is it? California Traffic Accident?
It won't let me save this change. I'll copy it now. That way I have it whenever I go to. I'll just put it all here too and chat again. Oh, we got to put a gap in that. No, I'm spamming chat. Who's spamming chat? I am.
Traffic accident reports. Is that what she said?
There you go. I'm sorry about that. All in one.
California
Right there.
Traffic Accidents Public Record.
Public
Look,
records.
I put it on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's to access somebody's accident report. Like that. No. That's no. Somebody's put a distraction there.
Y'all, once it's closed, it's gonna be. We'll be
It's-
able to get it with FOIA.
It's still a federal case, so federally it's going to be released anyway. So we're going about it the right way. We're going right through the government. We're not going through the fucking state of California or Truckee. Like, we're going through the government. Like, the government will release it to us. Fuck the state. Fuck Truckee. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going through these people that did these reports. Like, that's what they want you to believe. If that's what you want to believe, okay, then give up. Stop reporting about it. Stop talking about it. If it really you think it's over, then let it be over for you. We'll handle it. We got this torch.
Can chat see the? Is it big enough for the chat to see?
Yeah, I see it. Access your accident report, Highway Patrol database. Get
Okay,
direct
well,
free
Go
access.
there, That's the first thing that pulls up, and this is
Yeah.
what you.
Same thing. It's drop down
FOIA
menu.
That's not a FOIA request.
No.
There's a difference.
Yeah, that is not FOIA.
But the
FOIA
next
is
thing on this list is
you are
from
governed by that. There
The
you
next-
go. And it goes right to, I don't know who's pulling shit out of where, what asshole, what body of water, but
right there, California. I mean, I put
it
in
smells fishy. Y'all need to stop believing what just little SF tells you, because do your own homework. You'll see right there. First, boom, boom, two responses tells you that it is your American right to access these records. Yeah, the autopsy's closed. Yeah, the toxicology's closed, but the FBI has not closed this case yet. They're waiting for California Highway Patrol, which they can close their case and seal it for anybody dumb enough to try to go through that way and get that information. But then the federal government is going to close on that, and boom, we get our information. Yeah, I don't understand how it's like that hard to comprehend. They're telling you right there.
per vehicle code under California Vehicle Code 20012.
Yeah, like I'm just letting y'all know, like you guys have the right. If you don't believe me, just go ahead and put it in. And if you don't get something, okay, then I will make a whole apology video on all of it.
So they don't have Nevada. It's Nevada County. It's not It's Nevada County, California. It's not Nevada State. It's still in California.
Yeah,
Joy.
it's Nevada County, Nevada County. Ugh. So I think we got our point across. I think you lovely ladies can get your snooze on. Does anybody else have any other questions we get loud about because we're squirrels on fire?
I know, Joy. It is very confusing the way that they have done things.
It is.
And
But I want you guys to understand you do have rights in America. That's why we have the government we have. That's why we have the rights that we have. That's why people want to come to America, because we have rights that most countries don't have. And they want you to believe that you don't have these God-given rights, and you do. I think we're good. I appreciate you girls so much.
I think we're good. That was good.
Yeah.
3
And-
hours.
Now we can breathe. Now we can know that we did our part for today. But we're going to keep doing our due diligence after we do our adulty things in a moment.
Joy, I agree with you. They have really covered up.
Yeah, they have.
They really covered up. Even if they're not covering up, they have omitted a lot of things that should not be omitted.
No, this is the Truckee way. Go read that for yourself as well. You know, like they put it out there and then they make videos to kind of fuck us in our face. You know what I mean? Fuck you. Ha 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 ha. They think it's cute and funny. Like y'all don't see nothing, no holes in that cheese. Must be Gouda. That was a good punny. Dude. Gouda.
What is that California record number or whatever that Ellie
Yeah,
just
my
put?
brain. I love my squirrels. They make me laugh. Shit. That Gouda cheese.
Squirrel power.
Y'all.
California. What? Hold on. Where did it go? I gotta get that.
I'm liking the Swiss. I like Swiss. It's pungent. I can
vehicle.
smell it. I can taste it. It's right there. All them holes.
Give me that vehicle code.
Yes. 1220-2364.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, that one she highlighted, that 20012. I'm researching now too. I'll dig. I just know I need a snack because my guts are eating. All my nuts are empty in my squirrely guts.
Kate, we got through only a small part of the questions. I mean, but we did get through a good bit, but we have a lot left.
I mean, I could tell you guys what you can stay tuned to for hopefully tomorrow. I'll just give you a rundown on that. Let me pull this email up. Man, this Ray that wrote this, I mean, these are good questions. I mean, they got me asking myself questions, you know?
Right.
And that's what I love about people is when they bring certain questions to me and it makes me really fucking think. And then we start sleuthing and then we're like, oh, we're squirrels are off track. Still haven't got these videos together. Still haven't lightened these videos. But, you know, like, So the next areas we have is the crime scene investigation, the vehicle itself, the aftermath. Skipping that one because I don't know. I mean, we could touch base on quotes. The family with their honor and silence, and we got this. The conclusion of drowning. Now, keep in mind, under each one of these categories that we're just dropping here, like the crime scene investigation itself has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bullet points, okay? This, whoever did their homework really got questions, and me too. Me too. We all should. But we only did tonight the party, the victim, the fateful drive. We still have to get through the aftermath, the vehicle itself, the crime scene investigation, the family, the conclusion of drowning, the autopsy report and investigation, the toxicology issues, toxicology results, law enforcement, and then we'll be done in like 4 days.
Okay, so really quick, I want to read this California. Double check my number 20012.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that code says all required accident reports and supplemental reports shall be without prejudice to the individual so reporting and shall be the confidential use of the Department of Motor Vehicles and the Department of the California Highway Patrol, except that the Department of the California Highway Patrol or law enforcement agency to whom the accident was reported shall disclose the entire contents of the reports, including but not limited to the names and addresses of persons involved or injured in or witnesses to an accident, the registration numbers and descriptions of vehicles involved, the date, time, and location of an accident, all diagrams, statements of the drivers involved or occupants injured in the accident, and the statements of all witnesses to any person who may have a proper interest therein, included but not limited to the driver or drivers involved, or the guardian or conservatory thereof, the parent of a minor, the authorized representative of a driver, or to any named person injured therein. The owners of vehicles or property damaged thereby, persons who may incur civil liability, including liability based upon a breach of warranty arising out of the accident, and any attorney who declares under penalty of perjury.
And it was an accident, so there's no purge there. There's no
the above persons. And then it again tells you,
oh joy, if you only knew, honey.
Right?
If you only knew, honey. Whew.
We are
fucking squirrel singing with a hard GH.
Right. I can't wait to do this too.
Right? Like, and this is the thing, like, none of us even went over these questions. I'm going to tell you how this went down. I got this email and I opened this long-winded, beautifully written out, whoa, that's a lot of fucking questions. Right. And I closed the email and I went to bed on it. I didn't even look at these questions. I was like, holy shit, bullet points is all I saw. And I closed it for the night. I woke up this morning and me, Michelle, and Daisy, we sleuthed on not this, none of this. We sleuthed on people, okay?
A lot of
for
people.
Hours. I'm so sick of seeing these names, but man, they connecting.
Yes.
Scarily.
Every time another one connects, we're just like, what?
I don't even want to look at it anymore. And that's why I keep telling them, like, y'all want to go live and just get away from this for a minute? Because, like, this is our escape. And for how sad it is, like, this is our escape from the reality that we're looking at. And we're like, this can't be real. And, like, we all go off on our own shit. And then someone will tell somebody, girls, we got to talk. And then we just bing, 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 and throw screenshots, texts, websites. Like, you won't believe what our Discord looks like right now. Ain't nobody getting in it.
So, Joy, you can email that to any of us, and we would gladly go over.
Yes, absolutely.
That outline for you with everybody.
I would love to.
And we can. So yeah,
if you can put it in question form, we could answer it. You know, like.
Ooh, and you know what?
We can talk in code. We'll have
I
to
know
give a
a lot
code
of
sheet
them
out.
do.
We could do a code sheet. We could put a code sheet on Tumblr, or Tumblr, Twitter.
Also, Ezzy, there are pre-recorded videos of that already being torn apart,
Yeah.
and like multiple parts of that on my channel.
Yeah.
For when I first started digging into this about a month ago.
I mean, there's a lot of information out there, you guys.
Break it down,
I mean, I
like,
want to do it just because I want to go back to the beginning, but we don't like have to, I mean, go live with it again.
Yeah, no. The only thing I'm willing to do is
We just
pull the
wanna move
one
forward.
section of the car footage from AWP and look at it with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we can, oh shit, we didn't see that before, or oh shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were pointing out stuff the other day that
yeah, and Sleuthy's been saying, like, when you go do that underwater footage, like, can we all take a look at it with, you know what I mean, fresh eyes? Since, I mean, I haven't really, other than us looking at that other colored one that doesn't show, like, it in order as AWP has it. I want to use their video. Yeah, I want to. I mean, right now, this is a refresher course. Like this, I felt like Ray brought me a school test, and I was like, and I closed the email. And I woke up this morning. We did our own shit. What was it? Finally, like 9:00. We were like, oh yeah, guys, that email. And I was like, oh, let me send it to you. They didn't even get to look at it. And I sent it to them. And I was like, y'all finna go live. And we set it for 10:00. We didn't even read some of them. All we read was the highlights of the subjects we were all going to be tested on. Yes, class. It's been a long fucking day. We all deserve some cake at this point. Shit.
Okay, so I feel like you're the teacher. I'm the one in the front doing the
I ain't no
PowerPoint.
fucking teacher, man.
Or the
Y'all are teaching.
projector.
Y'all are schooling me every day, dragging me
No,
along.
listen.
Mommy, I don't want to go.
I'm the one running the projector. And Michelle is like the researcher / counselor.
Nah, she's the teacher with the fucking roller. She crack, 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 crack. I see it.
She's a principal.
You know what I mean? Banging her fucking paperweight on the table and shit.
Somebody say cake.
Somebody say cake.
Cake does sound good. Y'all stop.
I know, right?
All right,
That's
I'm about to get off of here, y'all.
That's
All right,
not
baby doll.
the lake. They didn't even get close to the deepest part of the lake.
I know. Right? Like 14 feet under. Is this the lake we're talking about? What was the deepest point? Was it 64 feet, 67 feet is what they hit?
It was 50, 54, 57.
Okay, maybe it was. But still,
Yeah.
like 14 feet underwater. And from top to bottom, that car is what, 6 feet? So, okay, you do the math, class. Like shiny object, sun, water refraction. You're looking at it right at it, and then you're looking above it, and from boats and with your own feet. Like ain't nobody saw it. Just like they didn't hear her or see her or hear the screaming or the honk or the horn honking. And none of it. No, we was all just having a hoedown time then, huh? Didn't give a fuck about Kylie Rodni, did we?
I put this up here because she said it like more than once, and she's asked, and all I'm going to say is that none of us know this. We've heard this rumor.
Everybody keeps saying it. No, and that's why we didn't bring it up, because if it's speculation and straight speculation, like we're entitled to our opinion. I ain't saying anything that we say is like 100% fact. But what I'm saying is, if you think the way that I'm thinking is wrong, my opinion, my speculation, bring it to us.
So I will say this.
Everybody in this class is a teacher.
It's not unusual for you to have, and if you don't have life
insurance, like a round table
on your kids, I highly suggest that you put life insurance on your kids.
Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God forbid something ever happened, but I'm sorry.
With the school shootings and shit. Yeah. You better do something.
You need life insurance on your kids for the simple fact that you can't afford to bury them if something should happen to them.
No, hell no. I speak from experience. When my brother died, that was hard on us. When my sister died, that was hard on us. Then when our parents both died, like, let me tell you, within a 3-year span, it's hard on a family to not only have to deal with the grief of it, but set that grief aside and have to figure out what you're going to do with your loved one's remains, how you're going to go about it, the contacting people, like, And then if they're older people, like, you got to get rid of their stuff. Like, it's a hard, and I understand these people need to grieve, but they should grieve in an honorable way, with the honest truth that they have to sleep with at night. Like, if these people can honestly sleep at night, knowing full well there's holes in the cheese, god damn. Fucking dirt bird.
Holes in the Swiss cheese.
Yeah. All the cheese, man. That cheese is stinky. Must be like baby Swiss. That shit's stinkier the younger it is, you know?
We're some squirrels going rogue. We're eating cheese
Yeah.
and stuff.
I am not going to quit until justice for every person that was held, like, should be held accountable for not getting that 16-year-old minor home if she was drinking, which they proved that she really was not. There was not enough in her system. Explain to me why the mom didn't get her, why anybody that took them pictures and videos and shit there, they saw her fall in a hole. She was drunk, inebriated, intoxicated, all of these things, and you're telling me you're not going to check on your friend? I'm sorry, ain't somebody so much of an asshole when they're drunk? Because if she's wasted enough to go in water, she's wasted enough to put in a fucking car and get her ass home. She'll remember tomorrow morning and thank you. But unfortunately, this little girl lost her fucking life because of inapt and shitty people. And why? These people need to be held accountable. And none of them want to be. And that's why they're doing it the way they are. And it's shitty fucking behavior. It's shitty that we have to use people like Kiely Rodni as an example, George Floyd as an example, that our system needs to do better. On point.
The Runaways said, and her bladder was empty. Her bladder was freaking empty because she kept going to the woods with Sami to pee, remember?
Yeah. Hey, Shanda.
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
This is the color. Someone said that, like the version of the YouTube video you had us watch last night.
No, we watched our hands of that one. We ain't going. I'm doing my own. I got us.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was a lot that
I want no contact with that. That mouthpiece is going to get a lot of people in trouble. Stay away from mouthpieces that run for 10 hours.
No, I meant the one you showed us, the one that your friend or whatever that does the color correction video.
But I don't want to use it because it's not the actual footage front to back. You know what I mean? Like, he tracks back, puts pieces over pieces, and I want it to be as people remember. You know what I mean? I don't want to edit it to where it changes it.
Oh, I think they were just saying they wanted to see. I don't know.
Oh, they want the link to it? I'll drop the link to it. Hell yeah, I'll do that. If you want to see, this is incredible work. Like, the recolorization, the way that he takes the green out and adjust the red hue to make it colorized as it should be without water is incredible. Y'all, I don't know who this guy is. I just found him one day, saw this video, and I was like, this is fucking incredible work. He does aquatic stuff. He does this all the time. He has the expertise to be doing this shit. And it's incredible. It's incredible. I just wish he would have kept, I don't know if he did it to not get, he was afraid to get a strike on him. That's possibly why. But y'all need to go over to this channel and subscribe to him and give that fucking video a like, because he more than deserves what he showed me.
I like this comment. They have been silenced, but I bet the Justice Department can subpoena it if we can get the case that far.
Ding, ding,
That's
ding,
what
ding,
we're
ding.
pushing for.
That's why J-Rod said, I would love for somebody to contact me and take me to court, because he can do it.
That video. When did he post that video?
Who?
Katie told me to go back and look at her last comment. And it says, did y'all see CHeckIt TV post today? Oh, it says post today. Asking, how far down do you think I can free dive? She said, I started to write down as far as down as Kylie's car. You can't write that because it is no longer, it's done been, I mean, that where that water was is now gone.
Yeah. Oh, here's this video. Let me copy the link. I'm going to drop this in the description too, because I want his video to get more plays like it deserves it.
No, Megan said it was a friendly fight between Kiely and...
Friendly fight or not, it doesn't matter. That little girl didn't get home. That's not the point is, play fight or not, okay, they had a play fight. She got a couple scratches. Ha ha ha, they had fun. Shake, gave hugs, whatever. She fell in a hole afterwards. and somebody still let her drive. Okay,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
I
But she
wanna
wasn't
address
driving and she wasn't being driven. Remember that statement.
right. I want to address this too. Why did Lindsey believe Sami that Kiely was blindly drunk? I want to say this. If you notice, before AWP found her, Lindsey was saying Kiely does not drink and drive. Kiely would not drink and drive. She was, it was against her character. And then after she was found, all of a sudden, it was just an accident, a tragic accident. Like, pay attention to how the script flipped after she was found. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Dang.
And let's just say okay, we'll state it as a fact on record that somehow they messed up and they got her toxicology wrong, and she was completely inebriated. Okay, from the point of the sanctuary to that water, she would have went off the edge in a whole nother spot before making it to where she did. She would have hit brush, and it'd have fucked her car up enough that people would have been like, "Look at this bitch driving all crazy."
She wouldn't have made it that far. And
she would have hit a fucking tree. Okay,
Sami,
all of these
y'all
things.
Remember, Sami said she would not have made it that far. That came from Sami's mouth.
Yes, from the source's mouth.
And yes, facts matter. There is a hole there. Yes. There's video of that hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sure Kiely was not the only person to fall in that hole. It wasn't a little hole. It was a gigantic hole.
Yes. Ladybug, you were exactly right, honey. Exactly right. Yes, and that's another source that it came from, and it has an H in it, by the way. I just want to correct you there, Joy. Yes.
Yeah.
But it was an accident. It's ruled an accident. We should shut up about it, right?
Nope.
Yes, a woman went back. It was after AWP had discovered her. What was like 2 days? She was like, "I got to go out there, CCTV."
Yeah, and it was a huge hole.
And
it wasn't CC that got it. It was Verna that got the hole.
Okay, Verna, the source from Truckee. She's inserting herself into everybody's channels these days. Stated back then all of these things, and now all of a sudden she's claiming an accident. Like, you're not noticing all these people that were shouting from the rooftops. Now all of a sudden all these people are backpedaling and saying, "No, I didn't say that." Yes, bitch, you did. In circles and on camera, and all of it. It's all there for us all to see, plain as day. Like, if I made a documentary on this, we'd watch the documentary for 3 days. Like, how do you even make a documentary out of this as is? Eric, it's a whole fucking shit show mess that you have to fucking funnel through.
No, Jagger's dad is not in charge of the fire cams.
There is no fucking honor in silence. I do not care. I don't know who's bowing down to who, but no, that's not how America runs.
Nate H's dad is supposed to be in charge of the fire cams.
Yes.
Jagger's dad is in charge of a winery.
Did you see the way I started writing his name? Peep this. It looks good.
Really, nobody said that.
Check that out.
Not what anybody just said.
That looks good, don't it? Jagger 999.
Nobody said that Verna did anything different than CC.
That's what you make that his new handle. You're welcome, Jagger.
Oh, I like that.
This looks good, right? You're welcome, bro. Go
999.
Yeah, Jagger. Look at that.
Let's see this.
See, I can't answer that.
I talked on this. You know what? I've heard a lot of Scientology and I've read a lot.
Even if you roll out Scientology, it still smells.
Yes. I mean, they might believe that way and stuff, and that's their own business, but I don't think.
Like I tell these girls all the time, everybody, the same thing. You are free to whatever religion you want in this country. Yep. I don't care if they believed in Scientology, if they were Christians, if they were pagans, if they were Wiccans, if they were Satanists. I don't care. I'm ruling the religious out of it.
Yep. It had nothing to do with her being.
Just like state takes it away. Like, this is the same thing I'm doing. Like, I don't want that in the facts. Whether the fact is what they follow. It doesn't matter. It does not. It really doesn't matter. It's the people. Like, you can't hold the religion accountable. It's these people. You know, guns don't kill people. People kill people. Just the same as a sober person ain't going to drown on air unless she's a mermaid or a fish. But fish don't have lungs and mermaids don't exist.
So I'm going to say this and then I'm going to go to bed.
All right, baby, me too. My guts are
Same.
growling and I'm going to lay down.
So none of us on here have said one single time that we know what happened.
Mm-mm. We don't know
We
who
have
done
not
did what.
We can prove that it is foul play. We are doing the same thing that the ones who believe it is an accident and are convinced by the
We're using
evidence.
the same sources. Same sources.
But yet we did not just stop with, oh, it was an accident. We've literally, there's not enough evidence for me to believe it was an accident.
No.
So
all I'm asking them to do is
are,
back up their records. Like, show the whole record. Show the whole record of this and close it. And let's do that. Let's put the facts out there and go from there.
however, I do not agree with people getting mad when others are not in agreement with them and continuously try to push their point.
Yeah.
What we have done, we ain't tried to push our point because we ain't said.
I just want to see the records. I want to see the black box.
Please show me more evidence for me to believe that it was an accident. Because if it's an accident, then it was a tragedy, but she still deserves more than what she has been given from that town.
I think the reason why in the accident report she wasn't drinking is so it can't fall back on anybody.
Yep. She
see my
shouldn't buy
point?
the alcohol.
Is all these kids and this one adult is saying all these things about what happening, but that's hearsay. That's thrown out in court. You have a toxicology report that says she wasn't drinking. Okay, so that poses two things, okay? One, we're going to take away the fact that anybody gave her alcohol. Okay, she didn't have alcohol in her system. Then okay, then how did she get in the water? If she wasn't drunk, if she wasn't inebriated, where's the fentanyl test? Oh, that doesn't exist. Okay, it's the same thing Draw Latina was telling us. You know, that's all we're doing. We're taking the evidence presented in front of us and going off on a journey to find medical fact to put this timeline that these people painted for us.
Huh?
What's that, honey?
I was telling Joy if she does find that drone footage on Reddit.
Yes, please. Put it in the comments here. Email it. Do whatever you got to do to get that out, honey.
I'll find out who posted it.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, crowdsourcing is the best way to go. And that's what we're doing. And we're better together. If we can prove it's an accident, cool. We can prove it's an accident.
Dude, if they can bring me that black box that states that she was driving at excessive speeds or whatever speeds, hit a bog in the dirt, which caused her car to turn and flip and fly. Like, it could happen. It could turn and flip and fly through the air and hit the water. And that's why we see that pause in the video. And then her car slid on its roof and landed on that rock. Okay? Show me it. That's all I'm asking them to do. Show me it.
Ellie says she could have been sober and had that accident. It's so dark there at night. One wrong turn is all it takes to be confused. I get that, but the autopsy report says otherwise.
But we are, Ellie. That's the thing. That's the reason why FOIA exists. That's why the laws exist. They put in their own autopsy report and toxicology report to go get this information from California Highway State Patrol with the accident report. The accident report contains the black box footage. It will tell you how the accident happened.
LeBrier is in the house. Whoop, whoop.
She wasn't driving. She was driven. But the way that she said it is she wasn't driving and she wasn't driven is how she said it. She wasn't either or. So then what was she? We're even going to take all of her bullshit she said that day in that car with that man, okay? And we're going to throw that out too. And we're just going to focus on the facts of the record here, okay? What the autopsy states, what the accident report states, and we're going to go with that. Okay? I just want all of the facts.
I meant this one.
Right.
And the facts point to a lot of people is all I'm saying. There are a lot of people with a lot of money with a town that is about to hit ski season.
Ooh.
Lest we forget, they don't want you to remember what happened at the Donner party, that they have the Donner Pass and Donner Lake and all that named after. Go look that shit up because that shit's crazy as fuck too.
The Phantom Channel. I would love to see those emails.
Yes.
Where are you at? Oh, this one?
Yeah, I would love to see those emails. Please email those to one of us.
Yeah.
Let's just delete the black box because it might hurt some people's feelings.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we want the facts, okay. If this town wants to let this shit rest, well, then get your shit together, get these facts together, get them documented, get them the fuck out there, and get us to shut the fuck up. Otherwise, protest it.
Wait, stop tagging me in your stupid comments. It's like a group.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't highlight it.
Yeah.
Okay, then why are you here? If you don't want tagged, if you don't want involved in this conversation, look, hit that F4.
She might
Control, Alt, Escape. Alt, Escape. You can even just close the whole exit out. I'm not asking anybody to be here at all, by any means. Nobody's forcing you to.
And we're not bashing anybody if you think accident. It's just
I just want
have a healthy conversation and discussion about it. Because
dude, I just hope that these people that are standing up for the Swiss cheese, like literally nothing ever happens to them or somebody they love. Because if this happens to your shit, that's your fault.
Michelle, is that what you were looking for?
Oh, I was looking for the link, but
it
doesn't.
Like
it's not giving us a link. It's just
this stuff doesn't just happen in Truckee. That's the point. But a whole lot of the same stuff and the same covering up with the same siphoning money from the federal government is happening. Accidents are happening. They're claiming hours that they show me the proof that you put that 19,000 hours in, okay? $3 million, okay? Well, show the federal government, show them. Don't even show me. Go ahead, take all of your documents and show the federal government that wants to see too, okay? And let's see where we go with this, please.
Nobody's bullying anybody.
No.
You bully people that don't agree with you. No, that's not what we're doing at all.
It's called freedom of speech. If you don't like what we're saying, go make your own YouTube and put your own message out there. I can guarantee you're not going to have 188 people here on the East Coast at 12:42 a.m. listening to three squirrels on fire preaching, okay? You're not paying for this subscription. You're not paying for anything here. This is free. This is all free. We do this for free. We take the time out of our days to do this for Kiely Rodni and Kiely Rodni only. If you aren't for her, then you're against her. If you're against her, please get the fuck out of my chat.
$187. I don't know. Someone said 187.
What's the case they gave me?
You're right, Ellie. We actually are looking into another case.
Yes.
Right now, we started it tonight on my channel where it is a small USA town where we already are like, this doesn't make sense. This
so
sounds
Ellie,
like
let me explain you a little something about my small town, okay? My small town is a town of 356 people, give or take 3, okay? Every day, We have drug trafficking here. I watch it every day of my life, okay? You have people here that are principals in schools that go out and they shoot their wives in the middle of the woods and claim in her bright blue attire that she was a deer, okay? And this town, because of the autopsy report, let that shit slide. Fast forward 2 years, and this man killed himself. And in his suicide letter, he admitted because he couldn't live with what he did. May anybody that knows anything about Kiely Rodni that is keeping quiet, let this weigh on their conscience every night that they sleep, is all I will end that with. I want to thank chat.
I'm sorry.
From the depths of my fucking soul for being here, for supporting a good cause, for supporting justice for Kiely Rodni. I want to thank my mods that are here. You guys do an incredible job on very last minute warning. I want to thank my 2 squirrels, Michelle. You can see her at Behind the Crimes with Michelle Sutton. We got our girl Daisy here. This has been doing some incredible behind the scenes work. She reps Nurburgring Mafia. You can go follow her on her own channel. She can drop that in here. She's usually with us.
Yeah.
I'm not going to come on this panel. And it's not that I can't back myself up, because trust me, I could go on for fucking hours. I bring these people on here so we have various opinions. They're not basing their opinions off of what I'm saying, and I'm not basing my opinion off of what they're saying. We are taking shit as a collective, collaborating and saying, no, you're fucking wrong, and this is why. Go look at this person, or go look at this person, or go look at this. I got schooled today on something that I put out there as misinformation. And I want to give another squirrel shout out because she corrected me today on misinformation that I put out there. And within 10 minutes of her posting that, somebody brought it to my attention. And I went on there and I apologized because somebody had given me footage of Rodni's area, her memorial, that somebody had said they had taken it all down. And I got schooled today. I was accountable for my fuck up, and this town needs to be too. I didn't kill a little girl. I didn't let a little girl die that night. I didn't let any of these things happen to this little girl. Nobody there is any evil. But what you have to understand is you are deluded if you think, like, take your rose-colored glasses off and go outside and look at the world we live in. We live in a world where cops kneel on a man's neck till he dies. We live in a world where we send our children to school, where they suffer the consequences of our God-given rights to bear arms, and they die. Because we as human beings fuck up every day. When are people going to start being held accountable? Chauvinot was held accountable after how many decades of fighting police brutality did that man finally get justice and a murder sentence for those 3 men that sat there and took the life of a black man that day? Had it not been for media and what people are doing on this panel and in this chat room and on Twitter and getting on their fucking mics, there would be no justice in the system. We would all lay down like little fucking sheep while they herd their sheep, their cattle. This is why we are free in fucking America. If you don't like our opinion, take yours, get on your own mic, and see how many people follow you for the fight for justice for Kiely Rodni. Or you can go lay down, run away with your tail between your legs, and do what this town is doing. And I'm not saying the entire town, because bless these people that are going to Prosser Creek and shooting footage for us that y'all people in that tight little knit community don't have the balls to come forward and say, yo, this is it, this is it, this is it. Nobody's answering questions. Why? Tell me why. Tell me why all this shit is falling on deaf ears of all these people that cared so much about this little girl. And y'all are going to tell me that that's honor and silence? Get the fuck out of here.
And on that note, I think I am going to get to bed, y'all.
Yeah, bless everybody here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, girls. Get a hold of me tomorrow morning.
You.
Please
Thank
get
you,
some sleep.
everyone.
Get some good sleep. Make sure you drink your water. Do your adult thing. Get a hold of me tomorrow. Get the fuck out of here with this.
I'm about to say.
Get that off here.
It's bedtime.
Yep.
Good night, you guys. Good
All
night,
right.
chat.
All right. Good night, guys. I love you guys. Have a great night. Stay blessed. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Night.
Night.